wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. No, that's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive by the motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You never know what is a star like under the city, the driver's side floor. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Hands up as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube and view it for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Good morning, Lone Depot Park. Happy opening day. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you live from the Marlins press box. Thanks to the Marlins for having us out here. 2 years straight, Leroy. It's becoming a tradition.
Two
It's
years
a
straight.
tradition now.
Wait, you guys never done this before? Before last year?
No.
Wow.
Oh. So I've experienced these 2 years with you. How wonderful.
How wonderful. And
Show off.
Did you just say credit for the tradition?
on
at
time.
that.
And on time.
I know. Well,
I was a little upset.
Well,
She said,
what?
I'm sitting
I've
in my
been
car.
here.
I
As
mean,
soon
they
as I
made you
get
get here
done
at
eating.
8:30. You know, like I think that was a JFig proof plan.
They said after 8:30. So what did I do?
Wow.
I went to go get breakfast and I sat in my car and I ate it.
Where did you get breakfast?
Dunkin' Donuts.
And guess what?
What?
We didn't want anything. I had to eat ice cream.
You poor
Yeah.
thing.
Marcos, he's
No,
already.
I don't like ice cream.
Marcos, he's
Yeah.
already.
You guys know
You're
I don't
always
like ice cream.
eating
I gotta tell you
anyway.
something. I think if you eat ice cream at 10 a.m., you can no longer say that I don't like
I
ice cream.
needed it. I had
Yeah,
to
it's
take
true.
medication. You got to have something on your stomach.
Yeah, it's just
Is that
you're
all
an-
that was
you're,
available?
you're a grown up.
All
You know you have
right.
to take this medication. And we've done plenty of these broadcasts. Have they ever fed us? We had to steal
I don't
Panthers
remember.
food one year.
We didn't
No,
steal.
we didn't steal
borrowed
it. We didn't.
No, you
What are you
stole
talking
it,
about?
dude.
Hey,
You don't say nothing.
You
Let me tell you
stole it.
She acted like she needed a
Let me
police
tell you-
escort
look,
in there.
let me tell you.
Whoa, what do
let,
you mean?
Can you come with me?
let me tell you
I didn't want
something.
to go alone.
We're not supposed to eat the same food as Matthew Kachuk. We
Why
definitely
not?
want because they never feed the media like that.
What?
When do we ever get fed like that? Other
I
than
know.
in
Did they
Vegas.
kick us out?
They had sea
No.
bass. It was delicious.
Chilean sea bass,
Wait, they had
Marcos.
Pressed fruit
Honey, you
juice.
stole that, dude.
Dude, you
That
stole
was not
that.
stolen because guess what? They never
Stolen.
kicked us out. So
They never kicked us out.
They all saw
They
us.
didn't know there was no security.
Well,
Do we look
first
like
of all,
players?
you think they all looked at me and said, "Hey, we got rid of the black guy we had."
Hold on. What? What?
I mean-
Duclair?
He's back.
No, I don't. I don't think that's how they thought of it. And second of all, I saw what the media spread was downstairs. I know.
There was a different spread.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was like, news crew.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we weren't
We were not
supposed to
even
eat.
in the
Oh
same area as them.
I
That
know.
doesn't count. That
Oh
doesn't
my
count.
goodness, we ate so good.
That's why they
I
hid the
can't
food
wait
up
to
there.
go back to.
Wow.
That's why they hid the food up there. Because like, oh, these.
It wasn't
It was
hidden.
not hidden.
Are
Totally
you guys
hidden,
kidding me,
dude.
We found it.
Marcos?
So how
This
is it hidden?
Totally hidden.
you guys accidentally found it.
No,
Yes.
we did.
We asked.
Where was it?
We asked where the food was.
We asked, and they pointed us in the direction, and we
And
went.
it was down the long hallway with the garçon, who's like, Mr. Kachuk, would
There
you
was
like
no
more
garçon.
Chilean sea
Oh,
bass?
I'm telling. Hey, they were cooking it up. Oh,
When I go in there and I see Ryan Lomberg hosing down some food, I'm like, we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
did you stop?
No.
Okay.
exactly.
Of course not. But getting back to my point is, that we rarely get good food, and so you putting yourself in a position to eat out of the ice cream machine at 9:30 in the morning, that's on you.
Can I just say this? I get real uncomfortable when I have to travel somewhere that I'm unfamiliar with, because I don't know what the traffic's going to be like.
So basically,
I
what you're
left
saying
my
is you don't
house-
want to eat.
No,
Because you don't
so
wanna
I
be-
left my house at 8:00, and on the way there, I was thinking, should I stop and get something? I'm like, no, you don't want to hit traffic. So I
There's
got
a
here real
GPS.
early.
There's a GPS you can use.
GPS takes you where you need to go.
Yeah, but it tells you if there's traffic
GPS
or
tells
not.
you-
All it says is red, yellow, blue.
Yeah, but
What do they mean?
Red is bad.
I know, but it's rush hour traffic.
Yeah, but there's also spring break, which is great.
No spring break. He already had it.
Well, Miami-Dade has it now.
So Miami-Dade has it the same time as Fort Lauderdale.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Anyway, thank you to the Marlins for having us out today. It is opening day. They are starting a 4-game series with the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Let's get to our headlines, brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto
You guys
Ford.
thought trucks don't travel. We know trucks.
It's in your backpack.
Huh?
Actually, when he
I had
started
to
playing with
put
his
it-
toy, it landed in the field.
Wait, I asked Steph earlier, where's Tobin? I said, look, he might be running to first base.
I want to kind of just peruse here, just get like lost in the batting cage. Be like, hey, what's up, Jazz?
If they put you in, if they put us both at home plate right now, who do you think would be the first to hit a home run?
Probably you.
A home run?
A home run?
Yeah.
That's pretty rough, dude.
But I would say this:
But I don't think
if
Can
I
I pick?
actually swung that hard, we go right here to like.
that's
Joe
what I was about to say.
DiMaggio.
I was like, you only got a few swings.
I only got like.
I'll
5
get more
swings.
attempts.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like feeling it
Oh look,
like you are. Unless I
didn't-
stub my toe on the bag.
I didn't
dead
know.
foot.
I didn't know
with the
Tyler
toe.
had a
God.
restaurant here.
What'd you say?
I didn't know Tyler had a restaurant here.
Was it? What are you
You
talking
know
about?
what? -1 for sass.
Oh, that's not nice.
That is not nice at all.
One of the sponsors out there, Marcos, is Mr. Glass.
Wow.
Doors
This is
and
a restaurant.
windows.
Oh no, that's a.
No,
yeah.
that's just a.
For
Yeah,
sass.
okay, we got it.
I don't know if you can see
Zoom
it that
in.
far, Marcos.
No, you cannot zoom in. Sorry.
But,
You can't zoom in.
No.
you can't make it just the big one so everybody can see.
Oh, you're not gonna see it though.
Eh.
Oh, I see it perfectly. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
If I do it on my phone, I can zoom in on my phone. Maybe that'll
Yeah.
work. But
Hey,
anyway,
so Draymond did Draymond things,
It's a nice
Yep.
view.
and Steph cried.
Yep.
you know, there should have been a notice when Draymond Green was trying to
He
be.
kept saying the same thing. That is annoying. So he went out of his way to be annoying. And then, by the way, I'm gonna just tell y'all, I could read his lips. And them lips would say something that warranted him getting ejected.
He just wouldn't let it go.
He wouldn't go. So he just stood over the guy and says, it just kept saying the same thing. Like, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
He's a
I know you are.
child.
He kept saying it, so he got teed up, right? Then he kept going.
I think it's second night of a back-to-back. Draymond's getting up there and he goes, I don't feel like it tonight. You know?
But of all the people in the NBA, you can't not feel it like that.
Yeah, but that's, they gave him
He made Steph cry.
well, I think Steph Curry just covered.
Okay.
I think Steph covered his face to just say "mother bleeper." I think that's what he's. I think that's what
He's
Steph was saying.
again, Draymond.
It's like, please, can you just? But the Warriors
Listen,
did win.
Which is a side note, but I would say this.
So no one's gonna mention Klay Thompson. Okay. No, that's fine.
It's gonna get to the point.
He had 15 points. He played a completely fine game, Marcos.
32 minutes, 15 points.
I don't understand. Do you think
No,
Klay?
he's-
I just want to be clear on this. Do you
crazy,
think
dude.
Klay Thompson has averaged 35 for his career?
No, but apparently he's the third best shooting guard of all time.
Who said that?
Bleacher Report, dude.
Who?
During his return to the league,
Nobody's ever said that.
every media outlet
Nobody's ever
was
said that.
proclaiming him the third best and actually the best two-way guard in the league at one point. Isn't that
He
crazy?
was one of the probably
He
the best
was.
two
He
guards in the
was.
league before his
How?
Achilles and his
How?
ACL got torn.
How is that possible?
That dude had a JP and a Chubb,
I'm sorry, what happened?
a Jalen Phillips and a Chubb.
Heard.
Oh, that's what we call them now.
Yeah.
Right. You seem to think they're gonna return,
Oh, science is marvelous.
What is it?
dude. Science don't got nothing to do with ligaments
Mandatory
and-
week off.
Yeah, they're just way ahead of schedule. It's all good.
Dude, can I just say this? Besides Alex Smith, everybody is ahead of schedule
No.
when it comes to injuries.
No.
Except Alex Smith and Tyler Herro.
Well, they're not ahead of schedule because there is no timetable. But trust me when you say there's no timetable, Mike McDaniel's going, wink. You know what he means.
I love the way you read into what people are actually saying instead of listening to what they're saying.
But yeah, but Marcos, so I just want to be clear on this.
Yeah.
You think that Klay Thompson having 15 points in 32 minutes, shooting 6 of 13, 3 of 8 from downtown, you think that's an awful game?
I think it's a pedestrian game. I think it's as good as DeLon Wright could do.
Well, he hasn't.
Except for that first game. Where the hell has he been?
I would kill.
dude?
I would kill for DeLon Wright to score 15 points for the
I
Miami
would
Heat.
just kill
I
for him
mean-
to have double digits.
You need that so bad. It's just it's an average game, dude. He's a great role player. One of the best role players of all time.
All right,
You can't be top 5 and
we're
a
just
role player.
lashing out. It's just weird.
It's just no. What's weird is a day ago he's a savior. Oh no, you unleashed Klay Thompson on us. He scores 15 points. A day later, everyone's like, eh,
Well, they won.
well, it's the Magic.
What?
It's the Magic, dude.
The Magic are better than the Heat right now.
Why are we so bad? When
I
is
don't know.
it time?
I don't know.
I've
I
been
don't
waiting
know.
for that time too, Marcos.
When is it time?
Is it tomorrow?
What?
When it's time.
Maybe.
Now, even you're saying maybe. So you're with me. You agree with
I
me.
got to see if Jimmy Butler's done with the
Wait.
Holding a
BGs.
Tobin right now.
So
saying-
now,
Wait.
so now he agrees with me.
Is tennis
No, I
still
don't
going
agree with you.
on?
It depends if Jimmy Butler has the BGs or not. I guess we'll find out at practice today.
No, you won't.
Or not.
You'll find out on Friday when he plays.
No, but I imagine Spurs.
That's what happened with this past game.
Hey,
You
I,
found out at 5 o'clock.
I know it was a surprise.
What are you doing? Trying to brighten me up a little bit?
No.
I look like a spot. What are we doing?
Are you on mute?
No.
It's on mute.
Well, Leroy's.
Yeah, now.
Are you guys trying to fix
It's
the?
still not me.
I
Yeah,
heard
we're trying to fix
Leroy's-
that echo.
Oh,
It's
Bothering
still an
me.
echo. It's not me.
I think
it
it's
is you.
So take it. It's not me.
I think it
I'm-
is you.
Look, my tab is muted.
Yep.
Now we were muted
The
because we
volume
were
is
watching
muted.
videos earlier.
It's not me.
Whoa. If there's ever a technical issue, I'm always gonna blame Leroy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They
Okay.
always blame
Apparently, Marcos, you got to
Correct.
keep your mic off when you're not talking. That's like what, apparently
it's
what it
me.
is.
All right,
It's
her.
your fault.
All
Fix it.
Because it's from your headphones,
See?
dum dum.
Oh, it's me that I can't just lower the volume of my thing?
Lower it.
I mean, you could be a professional. I mean, you're a producer.
Oh, like you, who
What do you mean?
who
Oh.
talk 5 minutes
Oh.
and say, "Oh, I had to cough," and you forget to turn your mic back on.
Yeah, tell him, Leroy.
Let me ask you something,
You're a
dude.
professional.
Let me ask you something, dude.
What?
If I wasn't professional, then I would just cough over everybody and not care.
Or
I
if-
just go,
or we wouldn't have to try to read them little bitty ass lips.
or you know what you could do instead of being the guy who's like a teammate who's like, oh my God, you forgot to unmute again. You could just go, and we could just move
Yo,
on.
you figure that out.
No,
You
no,
figure-
I did figure
wait,
it out.
wait, wait, wait,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're
wait.
getting too excited.
I
You're
did
gonna
figure that
drop
out.
this.
Wait.
You sit here and you're like, oh, like
Wait,
1
wait,
second of the
Marco.
mic not being on. And by the way, this comes
Marcos,
from, no, no, no,
Marcos,
let me just, no.
Wait, wait.
Oh,
Mark this.
Okay.
Because here's what I'm gonna do. The next time he starts
Go ahead.
lips moving and not talking, and I go,
I'll figure it out.
look, you laugh. Yeah. I'm gonna go, hey,
I'll figure it out.
you'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I'll figure it
I
out.
do this
Okay.
all the time when you mute yourself before I could
Yes.
mute you.
Well, listen,
Yes.
you're very delayed on the mute sometimes too. Let's not act like you're
Oh,
quick
Sorry that
draw
I have to
McGraw.
mute 3 people.
This is
Well, I
great.
You're
mean,
usually
listen,
the
that's
quieter one.
that's sometimes
This
why I
is
gotta get
great.
to it quicker.
No, because you're usually the quieter one. So I go to
Wow.
the people who are the loudest first.
And the
What does that
final
have to do with
time we're
anything?
invited to opening day, dude.
What does that have to do with anything?
What is some? Hey, Tommy's gonna be under the tree like Lee Trevino and shaking his head.
Tommy Hunt?
Yeah, Tommy Hunt.
Will you guys stop the quibbling?
Just walking, doing his
Is the
exercises.
door open? Can I hear it?
Probably,
Nobody's here.
except for Ralph, the
Tommy,
groundskeeper.
I'm pretty sure is here.
Why is his name got to be Ralph?
I don't know. All right, we'll take a quick break here. We
Man,
are
That
live.
guy's got a terrible job.
Why?
Look, he's just combed the desert.
He looks fine.
It sounds like it looks like he's having a perfectly great time.
It looks like he's enjoying his
You
This
think
is-
he got his headphones in?
This is like, what do you think is?
Wait, don't they have machines that do that?
No, you gotta have it. They do. See, it's drags right there. But you, for the finer on the outfit, you don't know this, but like for the outer ranks of the infield, you gotta have a manual
Look,
touch.
He's going on it right now.
But that's for the inskirts. You know, for the outskirts, you got to do manually.
Inskirts is not a word.
Okay.
Outskirts is.
Okay.
Outskirts is.
Hold on, wait.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. We are live at Lone Depot Park. Marlins opening day. You got a 4:10 first pitch today. A peach and a pitch.
Marcos is booted and suited and booted for Marlin.
He is. What do you got? What do you got? The Jazz Chisholm jersey on?
Yeah, while I watch from the studio. Jazz Chisholm jersey. Marlin shirt that I bought there last year. I tried to be like, let me just get a shirt. It can't be that expensive. $40 for this.
And he blended into the wall. It was great.
Wait a minute. How you think I felt about going to Panthers game?
Oh no, you got there. That was bad. And then you were peer pressured by the line.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Somebody,
it was bad.
like 3 people came up, were talking
Well, you
to
know
me.
what? It is great merch, though.
Yes. No, I
Probably the
I
best
couldn't
merch.
say, that's too much.
Marcos, you want to know what's fun about today?
What's fun?
First baseball season with the Hard Rock app.
Oh,
you guys say,
chili peppers.
Yeah.
So I'm looking today at some home run odds today, Marcos.
All
Now, of
what we
course,
got?
the favorite for the Marlins, Jazz Chisholm Jr., plus 425. All right.
Let me see.
All right.
Let me see.
But what
Why don't
about
we share
Tim?
this chili pepper moment together?
What about Tim Anderson
Oh yeah, because
coming out of the block?
1200.
Plus 1,200 today, Marcos.
Ooh, wants to make a good impression, bounce back season.
Exactly, dude. A little bit, it just gets in there. Maybe you're sleeping on him a little bit. He jumps on something.
Okay, yeah,
I like that. That's good value.
So it's Jake Berger.
Jake Berger is plus 425. Josh Bell's plus 500. Oh, Jake Berger just became
Just moved.
We're moving the lines right now.
Moved.
We're moving the lines right now here on the show.
Well, do we know the batting order?
No, we don't know I don't think they and I feel like they normally give that out the day beforehand. But
He knows.
he's perusing over here. Come here.
Hey,
Come on in, Leroy.
I mean, Steph, not for nothing. I know it's radio.
This is like a regular thing. He does this every day.
You can give him -1 for leaning out of the camera, though, Marcos.
I'm not leaning out of the camera.
Well, I mean,
Rules
actually,
are
literally
rules,
what you are
dude.
doing.
-1.
Rules are
There you
rules,
go.
my friend.
No, there's 2.
Now there's 2.
Where's my reason?
For leaning out of the camera.
Thank you, Mike.
It's funny
No,
because the next time I tap my headset, it's on. It is. I don't want to hear it.
Javi Garcia's plus 700. How's it not plus 7,000? I can't believe this guy's still on the team.
That is
Wow.
amazing.
Payroll
Why you
bandit.
treat him like Chunky 52?
Bro, at what? Javier Garcia is probably one of the worst signings in team history. That guy stinks.
Really?
Oof.
He doesn't play.
They're gonna play him. They're gonna try. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna roll the dice.
So even
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do right now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
By the way, they traded our boy Berti yesterday.
I know.
I know. Hurts. But we got
But
some.
that was like our first guy when we went out to Jeter camp.
I know.
Bertie!
Hey, about that. We knew that guy wasn't gonna make the team.
Wait.
5 years later.
Hey. And that's also when the incident occurred.
Are you referring to Curtis Granderson stepping on his glove?
Is that the incident now?
No. Come on. Wait. Marcos.
Yeah.
Somebody been playing baseball their whole life. Has been really good at it. Right?
Yeah.
You think it's about that time when you reach down to get a fly ball and you step on your own glove and fall flat on your face? Because now you can't save your face because you just stepped on your brace hand.
It happens.
It was tough.
No, it doesn't.
It happens.
No, it doesn't.
Dade South says he took the Marlins to win the World Series plus 7,500. Throw a little 5 ski on it.
I don't think that's enough, personally.
So wait, let's do this. Let's do this strategically because you guys see the plus, and there's a reason why it's plus all that money.
That's how I
Right?
like it.
Okay, I know, but you got to know why. How many home runs has Tim Anderson hit when he was healthy? Like, let's not forget last.
We're taking away last year.
Taking away last year because sometimes, like, I'm one of those guys that believe sometimes guys play banged up and nobody really knows. You know what I mean?
His career high is 20.
20.
He hasn't hit double-digit home runs since 2021. So, but we're taking a flyer and a bounce back.
But even if he bounces back, it's still a home run every 4 games.
No, last year.
Yeah.
Huh?
New year.
What if he gets off to a hot start? We should see his splits.
You said his. No, wait. Go back.
Hold
go
on.
back.
Let me check one thing.
No, but the most he's ever hit is 20 home runs, right? So if he hits the most home runs he hit in his career, that's 1 every 4 games.
Okay. But at 287, 16 career homers in April.
Average. His average.
His average. So, you know,
That's even more.
little hot start.
I put together a parlay, just 2 selections. Easy.
Okay.
Tim Anderson, home run, right?
Mhm.
And Marlins winning.
Ooh.
Plus 4,000. Look at that. That's value.
I would say you could pretty much put anybody with a home run, and it's going to pay more than 2,500.
Dade South says a bad ballpark for home runs. Yes, it is a pitcher's park. I understand.
Can I just say this? Why do they build these like
this canyon?
This canyons?
I don't know. Well, I mean, like listen.
Well, when it was built, you had all the guys who could hit it.
It used to be even farther. It used to be back where that wall is.
Yeah, because the swimming pool.
No, they moved them in. It was just ridiculous. Nobody could hit home runs here, other than Stanton.
Which right.
You know, but you know, Tim Anderson gets into one. All you got to do, you just need one pitch. You just need one pitch.
See,
That's
but
it.
I think this team is built on contact. They're doing it like they're doing more of the contacting. So you're not going to have a guy hit 30 home runs that bats 200.
Yeah, no, there's. I mean, they got some boppers though. Like you got a whole year of Josh Bell. You got a whole year of Jake Berger. Obviously, the big wild card is Jazz. If Jazz can stay healthy, Jazz could be a 30. He could be a 30 home run guy.
He'd be a 30-30 guy.
He said that's a bad year. I mean, he talks. I mean, listen, this guy's got big goals. Talks a big game. I like that about him.
Just
Except when he's mean to Miggy Rowe.
No, nobody talks about. Huh?
What? I didn't like him being mean to Miguel Rojas. I thought that was.
I don't know. I never could figure out what the point was.
I think I know what the point was. Is that
But I will say this:
they're just a clash of personalities. They didn't like it, and they said, "Jazz."
Here's what happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So Jazz comes in being Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
The older guys, the curmudgeons of baseball,
mm-hmm.
didn't like that because there's a lot of older guys in baseball think that young players should be seen and not heard.
Mm-hmm.
But Jazz is not like that.
I understand.
So the two just clash.
I genuinely don't like policing of personalities. Like I hated when Mike Redmond did that to Jose Fernandez.
Right.
But with Jazz, I think it's a thing where it's like, man, we've been talking a lot of potential, like we have with Tyler Herro. It's like you got hurt a lot, dude. Like you really have. Like I get it.
Wait,
we all know the talent.
At least I would say, in Tyler Herro's defense, right? He has gotten a postseason award, so he's played long enough.
Absolutely,
at least 1 year.
Yeah. I just think with the part with the honestly the comment, there was 2 things I didn't like that Jazz said in that story. One, getting mad at somebody not waking you up from a nap and you miss a meeting is a ridiculous thing to get mad at somebody about.
Oh, I got a nap story.
That's a terrible thing. Hey, you guys didn't wake me up from a nap?
So wait, so here, real quick. So I was in college and we were playing Wisconsin. Go figure. And so the way we would do it is like they don't do it like the pros where breakfast time is from 6 to 7:30 and you go in when you want. In college, everybody goes in at the same time. So we all go in at like 6:30. Then you go up to your room for like an hour or two, get all your stuff together, and then everybody leaves on the bus, right? So every time I would eat, I would go back and take like a little power nap, right? And I say, hey, Bunch, wake me up before, when it's time to go. All right. Every week he would do the same thing. Every week for 2 years, right? Then finally he says, man, I'm not waking you up no more. Why? Just say I'm leaving, right? All right. So he took and set the room clock for like 12.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus leaves at like 11:30, right? Or 12:05, something like that. And he goes, I'm out, slams the door. So I think I'm late. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, he's in the bathroom laughing because he put the clock an hour ahead. He said, I told you I'm not waking you up no more. So yeah. I look, it here. I would say this.
It's still a ridiculous thing to get mad at somebody about.
It's on you, but it's even more annoying when you're a really young player, right?
Yeah.
So you're asking like a vet who probably has been.
But he's not even asking. He's just like, they basically saw me napping and nobody woke me up. Like, well,
because first of all,
it's not like Rojas was on nap duty.
Listen, and the other thing is that depending on your personality, they're gonna pray that you stay asleep. Like, let's not forget about that, right? Like, if you rub a whole bunch of people the wrong way, and they say, "Hey, Jazz over there asleep, ain't my problem," and they'll just walk out.
All right. Well, a man who's not gonna nap, he always intrigues us. He's got great things to say. We love when Ricky Williams stops by the show. Ricky Williams, he's always got something going on, whether it's cannabis. Now I think he's getting into hallucinogenics. Psychedelics.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Jesus, him and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron, you won an MVP.
But it was so cool. It was so cool when Aaron Rodgers did it.
You're so great, Aaron. Right. And Ricky, they're like, give us a signing bonus back, and you're a bum.
Times have changed.
Times have changed, JFig. We talk to Ricky Williams next. Welcome back, everybody. Very excited to talk to our next guest. Always a thrill when we get to talk to the great Ricky Williams, and he spent some time with us. Ricky, thanks for hopping on again. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So can you explain what Heisman is getting into, this psilocybin space? You're taking people on journeys. Explain this, Ricky. You guys are going into a new avenue here?
It might seem new, but as the world changes, it's not so new. You know, the term that people use, and I like this term, is plant medicine. You know, and so it started with me, and it's a unlikely path. It started with me with cannabis, and everyone knows I got into a whole lot of trouble. But when I got into trouble and I had some time off, I started traveling around the world and studying these things, because I was like, if I'm going to get in trouble for it, I better at least understand what I'm getting in trouble for. It really is just an extension of my path, and realizing that it helped me so much that I'm in a position to help other people on a similar path. And it's not for everyone, you know, it's not for everyone, but a lot of us, we feel something deeply missing in our lives, and we can't seem to find it anywhere in the external world. And plant medicine can help us find these things inside.
Yeah, so explain, because for a novice like myself, going on a psychedelic journey, which, like, it sounds very interesting. What how is it different? Like, what have you noticed that you get out of this as opposed to cannabis or with cannabis?
Yeah, the great question. So you know, you can think of it as intensity, you know. And for me, cannabis is like a daily vitamin, you know. And what's becoming popular now in psilocybin, what they call is microdosing, which is they're taking the dosage way down, and they're turning it more into a daily vitamin. And so the sessions that we'll be offering are different levels. There's the microdose for someone who just wants to take the edge off, you know? And it's like if you've ever been with your partner, you know, you're having like a tense conversation and you're already on edge a little bit, you just get defensive and it doesn't go anywhere. But maybe if you guys have had a glass of wine, you know, your guard comes down a little bit, and it's easier to have that conversation. Right? Just turn up the intensity so you can get to more things if you're more at ease and you're not so defensive, and you can have a different perspective about different things that have happened in your life or different things that you've experienced, because your guard is down and your mind is a little bit more open. And that's where I come in. You know, it's one of the things that I've been studying for 20 years is astrology. And astrology and psychedelics, they have a lot in common. They both, so the word psychedelic, it means soul revealing. Right. And the point of looking at someone's astrology chart is to understand what makes them tick or what's inside of them. And so I'll have someone's chart, and, you know, however intense they want to go in the journey, I'll sit with them and it'll help facilitate the conversation. And if someone just wants to sit there quietly the whole time, that's fine too. So it's really about taking the progressive laws in the state of Oregon, which now allows for legal therapeutic psilocybin sessions, and bringing my expertise together and really creating a space for people to come and feel safe to do this kind of work.
So we've heard, like, and I'm not abreast to a lot of the stuff you're talking to, but I do get where you're coming from. Does this have a same type of, you know, mindset as, say, when Aaron Rodgers said, I went and did ayahuasca? Because it's amazing. It's amazing that 15 years ago you said the same damn thing, and now we're looking at him like, oh, he's cool, he's hip, he's this.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, times have changed. Times have changed. And out in the world right now, the big craze is not even cannabis anymore, right? That's kind of in the background, but it's more the general conversation. I think cannabis opened the door to this conversation, but it's more the general conversation about plant medicine. And again, it's not all plants, but it's just a typical term for psychedelics, you know, and realizing that a lot of the Western medical model of pharmaceuticals, it works for some people, but for a lot of people, most people, it just makes them worse. And so it's really, even cannabis, right? The real drive in this direction has really been a push towards health and wellness. Right. And I think that's what's helped people kind of get rid of the stigma of the substance of abuse side of the story.
Ricky, we're going out to opening day this week. You like Leroy, drafted in baseball, Did you play a little minor league baseball? I don't remember if you ended up going that path or not, but how much did you ever think about the path of not taking baseball? You obviously, both you and Leroy, very good, but talented in multiple sports. Did you ever think about the what if of going the whole way with baseball?
All the time. So, I grew up in San Diego. I was a huge Padres fan, huge Tony Gwynn fan. And I was true story, 7 years old, sitting in my room, listening to the Padres on the radio. So I was a baseball guy.
Man.
And I thought that when I was 7, I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player. And so I had that idea until I started playing minor league baseball. And then
wait, can I tell you what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Right?
Yeah,
You ready?
Yeah, please.
You're like, man, this could take forever. Right? It don't matter how good you are. At least I know with football, I'm gonna know right away.
Is 100% is gonna take forever and playing every day. Okay. And again, for some people, they love it. I played with Jimmy Rollins in the minors. So I played 4 summers in the minors. I played with Jimmy Rollins in the minors. And playing with Jimmy, that's how I knew I wasn't a baseball player. Because when I was in Little League, we only played twice a week. I couldn't wait. I wake up on Saturday morning, first thing in the morning, I have my cleats on, have my glove. Couldn't wait to go to the park. Even in high school, played 3 times a week. I loved it. I got to the minors, and you play every day. Man, I got to the point where I would walk into the clubhouse, and I look at the start of the lineup and hope I wasn't on the lineup that day. And so I'm the kind of person, I need days off. I do things so intensely is I need days off to recover, and then I can give you everything. But this everyday kind of grind, I'm too streaky for it. Like I got red hot one summer, and then I went 0 for July. And it was,
hey,
brutal.
Can I tell you, is it hard, like, to explain to people that we played in the only 100% sport, so that you watch film, if you graded out at 80 to low 90s, your coach was giving you the side eye. Whereas if a baseball or a basketball player was at 35, 40%, they were on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And just the whole attitude of how you went about things. So was it harder to deal with when you went 0 for July because you had played football, and football is a perfect sport?
Yeah, it was brutal. Going back and forth. Again, if I was just in one, I think if I was only focused on baseball, I think I would have stayed at that speed. But literally, I would leave spring practice. We finished the semester. I'd drive to Clearwater, Florida. I would do like 3 weeks to get in baseball shape, and then they would send me to whatever season was already in process. And then as soon as the season was over, I go back to Austin. I'd have like a week off, and then football training camp started. So I literally was going back and forth, back and forth. It was great because I got to miss, off-season training in Austin, and I came back in like great shape for football season.
One of the big things this week, Ricky, they banned the hip drop tackle in the NFL. They're trying to make things safer. What was your reaction? A lot of the defenders obviously pissed online about it because they say, "Oh, just put the flags on them already." What do you make about them changing the rules again to try and keep injuries as rare as possible?
That's the play that knocked Tua out, right?
It's similar, yeah. He kind of got like dragged and like thrown suplex a couple times.
Yes,
it happened to him a couple times when he got carted off, and then against Green Bay when nobody knew that he was concussed till after.
Yeah, I get it, but to me that falls on the referees to blow the whistle,
right?
Because so much of the game. I understand they're trying to make it safer, but so much of the game is instinctive. And when you get guys not being instinctive because they don't want to get a penalty, then I think you're gonna lose something valuable.
But here it is, Ricky. That's basically a horse collar tackle, but you're just tackling somewhere else. So instead of grabbing them by the collar, you're grabbing the shoulder pads, and it's still the same concept. And I don't know why, everybody's flipping out on it. You can still tackle from behind, just don't do us like cattle.
Yeah.
Right. And for them, because guess what? Think about this. The thing I look forward to, because I got hit on every play. So did you. Even that little chip, a little bump, somebody trying to intimidate you on every play.
Yeah.
So guess what? When a pass was being thrown and you were just lollygagging around and running around, I would use that opportunity to get some get back.
Yeah.
That's a penalty. That's the
Yeah.
only opportunity I have to hit somebody.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take that out, and I get it, and I understand it. We can't hit them low. We can't cut block you because you're not paying attention, right? So why wouldn't they try to take any part of the horse collar out? You can tackle somebody from behind without dragging them down like cattle. Stop acting ridiculous like, oh my goodness, no, we can't tackle them. Well, we can't touch y'all, and they run around. Look, they don't even have to wear pads because they don't have to worry about getting hit.
Yeah. So, there's some parts of the game I look at and I'm like, man, I'd love to play. But some parts of the game, I'd be like, I couldn't do it. I would get flagged a lot. When I played, I got flagged a lot because, like you said, those opportunities for get back, I was looking for them.
People don't see, don't realize that, you know what? That's your only opportunity to get some payback, right? Or when there's an interception and you chasing the play and somebody turn around and knock you. Yeah. So if you're going to take that out, right? Take it out all the way. And they did that. But to still see people getting hurt the same way. And then to say, we family or whatever, you can't get hit like that. A defender can't get hit like that. Get drug up and have your knees snap because somebody put all their weight on your back. So I don't know what the big deal. You can still tackle. They just whining.
Yeah. I don't know though. The weapon I had in my back pocket was the cup block. What?
Yes.
Oh, what? I'm telling you, I get cussed out so many times.
What about
knees in my back?
Hey, was the worst drill in camp? Was one-on-one block and drill because all you was get bull rush.
It's not fair. Yes, right. I hated that drill.
They never have to worry about getting cut, so they would just bull rush you. And the smallest one was 250.
Yeah,
and your coach yelling at you, fight! I'm like, he's bigger.
Yeah, that's the drill where you see who's gonna stick around in the running back room and who's not gonna be around.
Ricky, a couple more before we get you out of here. Mention the Dolphins. You were a part of a Dolphins team that just never kind of lived up to the expectations. Everybody was, you guys had a couple Super Bowl predictions and didn't quite get there. I don't know what you the Dolphins this era right now. They're improving, but they kind of fell flat again. There's still no playoff wins in 24 years. From the outside looking in, what do you think the fans' patience level should be right now with this era of Mike McDaniel and Tua and Tyreek Hill? You think that this can be a team that gets even further over the hump?
Here's my theory about it, okay? Because I was on those, like you said, those Dolphin teams, and I think at the end of the season, regardless of what the record is, the big question is, do we still want to keep fighting with each other? Do we still want to stay here and keep on going? And I think that's something that you have to train. So the 1 year I was in Baltimore, there was not any doubt in anyone's mind that we were going to the playoffs. We were talking about how are we going to get past the Patriots? Right? We were talking about that week one, and we didn't mean it in the season. We made it in the playoffs. So there's the teams that spike. They'll have a really good year and they'll go far in the playoffs, and there's all these expectations. But it's really a mentality, and I think that the Dolphins are taking steps to get there. And I think this year is gonna be the year. Because to me, it almost felt like they were so happy to have gotten to the playoffs and put up big numbers and perform so well that they didn't have that hunger or that gas in the tank to go to the next level. But once you've been there and you see, okay, we can do this, right? And you start to think, now you're thinking not let's get to the playoffs, but okay, right? How far in the playoffs can we go? I think it requires that shift in mentality. And we'll see in the first 4 weeks if the Dolphins have made that shift.
Isn't it weird that, so this is on basically what you're talking about. If you're going to be a championship contender, you have to learn how to train your body for 20 weeks of football and not just 17. And there's so many teams that train for 17 weeks. Like you said, you were talking about getting past the Patriots in week one. So your preparation during the course of the season was for that. Either your game planning, your conditioning, how you go about doing things or whatever. When you're new to it, you balling out for them 17 weeks because you ain't been there. And then the old veteran team that been sitting back come in and you better than them, but you just have nothing.
That's real. Yeah. And also when you're only thinking 17 weeks, by the time you get to like 15, you're just thinking, I can't wait. I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home.
Ricky, we appreciate the time, man. Thank you always for being generous with your time with us, and best of luck with your project with Heisman and the silo sessions going on. If you guys want to book a session with Ricky, silosesh.com is where you can do it. Anything else you want to let people know about it, Ricky?
Yeah, check out the website. We got a bunch of information. And it's just cool, right? And even if it's not you, but you know someone who's into this kind of stuff, pass it on, because this is the new wave and we're getting started early.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, see you guys.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback.
Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our Tua the program. Lone Depot Park.
too much.
Tua throwing out the first pitch today?
Huh?
Tua throwing out the first pitch today?
Is he?
Nah, I don't know. I'm making that up.
I mean,
Who's actually throwing it?
Hey,
Move in.
That's not nice. Don't do that, dude.
This is practicing.
You can throw 60 feet.
Move in.
wow. Dude,
Don't let it be the second read.
wait. How does a person who had one of the highest averages per pass attempt, or his distance down the field was not as bad as you think?
No, I'm
everything that you think, every negative thing you've said about Tua is not accurate statistically.
That's
it's
not true.
not.
I said he can't run. That's pretty accurate.
Okay. You know who else couldn't run?
Yeah.
Eli Manning.
That's not what you said, though. You said everything I said was inaccurate. I said he can't run. And I'll tell you what, he'd rather.
And so your only basis for not wanting to is he can't run.
No, he also chokes in the biggest moments.
So does Lamar Jackson. So
not true.
does. Okay, really?
Yes.
There were no bigger expectations on a
Why are you
football
letting
team.
him bait you in with this? He's just going to keep doing
It's angry.
this.
It's very angry.
Because it's so annoying. I almost cussed.
Look, he's going to be the sad one. Tua's going to get his extension. I don't know, he's the one who's going to be a big baby over it
The highest
No
paid
way.
quarterback in the league next year would be Dak
next year.
Prescott. Yeah.
Yeah, next year for sure.
Yeah, when he
Who
plays
do you
for
think's going to pay
Seattle.
him? Giants. Oh, you know what that seems like? Seems like Aaron Rodgers obviously doesn't work out this year for the Jets. Dak Prescott goes to the Jets and fails. Solved it.
There it goes. Spoiler alert.
Solved it. Let's get to our headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
No truck.
First of all, thank you to Ricky Williams for the time. Many people on
That's
the
my
video,
guy.
they're saying only interview shirt allowed,
Yeah.
which is, for me, a strict rule from you guys, but I appreciate that you guys love hearing from Ricky. He is awesome.
He is awesome for sure. And
Hey, I used to talk to him all the we would just sit there and just talk.
you can tell, man. You guys have a good rapport.
Yeah, you guys talking about the hitting in football was fun.
Yeah.
Was fun. But yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I knew he was drafted by baseball. I forgot. Yeah, he played with Jimmy Rollins in the minors.
And he would play. See, here's what's weird. And let me tell you why the NCAA is so annoying. Right? You remember the punt returner from Colorado that was deemed ineligible because he took money because he was in the Olympics?
I don't remember that story,
The
but
skateboarder.
I know similar stories.
Right.
That, like, I think there was some guy who was a YouTuber who got in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's in the UFL.
believe
now.
it or not, you can play baseball and get paid in college football. So a lot of these guys, I had a guy on my team that soon as the school year was out, he went and got paid and played minor league
It is a
baseball.
weird loophole. Kyler Murray.
Right. So Ricky did that.
Jeremy
So
Bloom. That's
These guys were making money and getting signing bonuses to play baseball. But and so it's so confusing that, oh, you can't work, but you can play baseball.
Yeah. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if somebody did the Dion thing again or the Bo Jackson thing again.
It'd be closer to the Bo Jackson thing if playing both sports. Because Dion, keep in mind, when Dion went to Atlanta, he basically did it for free.
What do you mean? Play for the Braves for free?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so that's how they went. Then they had a couple of guys who left football and went play baseball. The right fielder for Atlanta when they won a World Series, I think, back in the day. Is it
Brian Jordan?
Brian Jordan. He played safety.
That was really cool. But like, yeah, I don't know if we'll see that again. I don't know. The one I'm really curious about, honestly, in the next evolution of baseball, and I've asked we asked Kim Mang about this last year. I did not ask Peter Bendix about this, but I do wonder, we're seeing like in basketball, you see like, oh, now there's just a load of, I guess a load is strong, but there's multiple guys who are like 6'10", can do everything.
Just athletes.
So I do wonder, like, when people see Shohei Ohtani make $700 million, you're telling me there's no shot there's going to be more kids trying to do both?
Here's the difference, though.
Because
here's the difference. In basketball, the reason why this is what it is because of the European leagues, right? Like these big guys are coming in and being able to ball handle. So when you see that, now you have guys over here. Who's Kim Kardashian's? Lamar Odom.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Odom was the greatest thing ever. Like, we looked at Magic Johnson like he was a freak of nature because he was 6'9" and played point guard. So we saw guys who played the position or had ball handling skills that were, anomalies.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as where the game is now and having positionless basketball, I think a lot of this has to do with how many real bigs are there? How many true bigs are in the league? Not guys that play the position, but just true bigs. Most of them are more versatile.
Yeah,
most of them play 4 and not necessarily the 5. The guy who's
you're talking about like just a straight like a Hassan Whiteside?
Right. I mean, Rudy Gobert.
Valanciunas is still hanging around.
Triple J. No,
really.
Not him. I'm talking about from Cleveland.
Jared Allen.
Yeah,
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen is just a rim protector, and like there's not many of those guys. When back in the day, you think of Pat Riley, he would start with a center.
Yeah,
and it's just the game is evolving.
Well, that
like,
was the thing we were talking about with Michael Beasley, who also Marcos besmirched yesterday, and I didn't.
He was
ahead
his
per 36, by the way.
What was his per 36?
He's like 20 points in a game. Actually, 19 something.
That's bad to you, averaging 19 in the NBA.
I mean, if I'm Klay Thompson, that's a career year. But other than that, no, dude.
I think Klay Thompson does average 19 for his career.
Bum. So you're telling me Michael Beasley and Klay Thompson samesies? Exactly.
No, Klay Thompson's dude. You are so out of line with talking about a guy's shooting prowess.
No way, dude. Jason Capono. He's a glorified Jason Capono, who's benefited from the fact that he's played with Steph Curry his entire career.
I don't doubt. I mean, Steph Curry's benefiting a lot of people.
So exactly, would this guy be
Draymond?
Absolutely. Would Draymond Green or would Klay Thompson?
Jennifer, you're right there. You could just reach over and say -1.
Wait.
That wasn't to you guys though. It was to Marcos.
For
that's fair.
Just as Klay Thompson crankiness.
Just all that, and also trying to control my screen.
I just moved. I just felt bad. Leroy was looking the opposite way. Tobin was looking the opposite way, and I was like, "What if I just switch their boxes?"
Makes sense.
Hey, we just walked. Did we do the once around?
Yeah, we did it once around.
We call that the old Joe Rose.
Dude, it was the first time I went to the Marlins Museum here. It's really cool.
Damn.
I was getting like nostalgic goosies from like all the memorabilia.
Because that's like
they
your
had.
childhood.
Oh my god, I love the Marlins so much.
Yeah.
It's a shame that they yo-yoed me a lot in my youth, but
in your what?
In my youth.
Yeah. Also last year.
So how old were you when they won in '97?
10.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I was in my prime.
But the 03 team was
you were 10.
The 03 team was like, I loved Lowell and I loved Derek Lee and I loved Luis Castillo.
Dontrell.
Oh my
97. I went to
Conine came back.
To some of the games.
Yep, Conine came back in the last month.
Josh Beckett.
Josh Beckett finally stopped getting blisters.
Conine pulled Kucherov.
He did pull a Kucherov. Well, he pulled a Kucherov. You remember what happened? Mike Lowell took a pitch off his hand, broke his hand.
Oh.
And
so the Marlins were like, oh no. So they had to move Cabrera in to play third while Mike Lowell came back, and they traded for Jeff Conine last minute to play left field.
Cabrera.
He was good.
Let
he
me
was
tell you
good.
something.
That was a team, dude.
Cabrera, skinny Cabrera.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big
Baby.
Cabrera could hit, but that was it.
JP.
Big Cabrera was first base.
Good
That's
times.
when you know that's where you are as far as,
first base.
Yeah, when they move you over to first base, like they do that to catchers.
Yeah.
Like when you can no longer squat, first base.
I remember being really mad that they traded that they let Derek Lee go. They traded him for Hesop Choi. I just it's not against Hesop Choi. It's just like I really like Derek Lee.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got some
whoa,
strobe
whoa,
lights going on.
whoa.
Wow.
Very
Sound check.
impressive.
Someone's doing a sound check.
Woo-wee. The lights are on
Lights
now,
are
dude.
on.
Here, tell you to both of us, and I'll flip this out for the audience watching. You guys can
Yeah.
see what's
Nice.
what's doing out here.
Looks like
Oh,
you guys
they-
are at the club, dude.
That's a nice
Yeah.
God, whoa. You remember when they couldn't move the lights like that? Like I felt like that's like a new thing.
Oh, remember if the lights went on, it took 30 minutes to warm them
Oh,
back
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
yeah.
look at it.
Now they turn them off for pregame.
Oh, so they're giving us a little looky loo at the intro video right now.
Ooh, making sure everything works.
It's good.
Opening
Wow.
day,
Nice
baby.
intro
Oh, did you see
video.
behind Jazz? They got the burgers behind Jake
Ooh.
Burger.
Oh,
They got
look at
the
that.
alien behind Jazz.
Damn.
Wow,
They had Gallo Ocho.
that's nice.
Hey, you sure they don't have a ambulance?
That's a
don't have
really
Anna?
that's a really
That's
cool
so
intro video that
nice.
they
Yeah.
did. I got the goosies right now, man.
But my question is, when do you play that?
You play that before first pitch.
Okay.
And then back to wow, look at that.
Gets everybody juiced up for the
Man,
game.
you guys
Yeah.
got a
You
show.
saw it here first.
Hi again, everybody.
Hey.
Dave Van Horn here.
Hey,
Wow.
well,
Alongside
remember
my
back in the
partner,
day?
Leroy Horn.
Remember back in the day, all of the announcers sound like they were on a little drinky drink.
Oh yeah, I respect it.
like we made fun of Euchre, Bob Euchre, in
What's a
Major
big,
League.
yeah? What's a
But
big?
no, they all sounded like that.
Yeah, like I like Paul Severino. That guy's he's probably got like a smoothie, you know. but like Severino, I would love it if Severino would be able to like have a little bit of Jack while he's calling the game, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me see who. We had Herb Score in Cleveland.
Herb Score.
Yeah, Herb Score used to say, "Boy, that's well hit. He could have chopped that one up into two singles." Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know, but oh man, I loved Marlins. Bad, you know, before they landed on it was Paul's been doing it for a while now, and then they Rich Waltz before that, but yeah, they had Joe Angel who called Marlins
I used to
games.
golf with Joe Angel every day in offseason.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Wow.
we live right in Weston.
You got a story with everybody, dude.
Yeah,
You got a story with everybody.
he had to like. It's weird because I remember Joe Angel doing it, and then did he still do the Orioles?
I don't know.
He used to do. He went up after he left here to do Orioles.
He did the Orioles for a
But-
while. I don't know if he
but-
still is or
But
not,
here's
though.
what's crazy. I would ask him. I say, "Can you not do that?" He goes, "What?" I said, "You're doing your TV voice." Right?
While you were golfing?
Yeah. He goes, "It's my only voice."
You don't have to put it on, Joe.
Yeah. We used to golf all the time in Weston.
Wow.
But keep in mind, it was back when Weston was pretty empty. So it was the early, 90s.
They really can just flick those lights on and off like it's nothing.
It's so different.
but
now.
Is that LED? That's why, right?
that has to be.
Yes. Yes. Because remember, the old lights that had to be heated up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta warm up.
Yeah.
Now
Took
for
some
like
time.
touchdowns, I see
Because when the
stadiums
lights
turn
went,
off.
the lights went out for
Super Bowl.
yeah.
Oh
was
my
in
God, the
the
black
Superdome.
the
Of course, in
Superdome,
my
yeah.
town. Was that the
That was the
Indy?
Hard Bowl.
Yeah.
That was
No,
49ers
that was San
Ravens.
Francisco versus the Ravens.
Yep. Kaepernick, Flacco,
Kaepernick, Flacco. Yeah.
but the whole thing was built around the Harbaugh brothers. That was like the big storyline.
Yep. Still coaching. That's a rarity, right?
It is rarity, but it is cool.
That
Like
they're still,
I will say,
like,
the thing that's cool with Jim is the fact that he, because it sucks. Like Jawan just got. Did he get let go? Did he leave? What the whole? What is the?
they
deal?
just didn't renew his contract.
He didn't really, but it sucks that and this happens. Like you go to your school, you try and help your school, doesn't work out. But Jim got to do it, so that's cool.
Jim got to do it. They also had, I would say this, a lot more patience with him than they would have had with a lot of other coaches, right? And part of that was the guys they had in Brady Hoke and Rich Rodriguez. They just didn't the team didn't look good. At least Jim, he didn't win a national championship until the last year, but the team was getting better.
Oh yeah, it was a step to that. It was like every year it felt like he was going to leave for the NFL, but respect to him, I mean, he stayed till he got it done,
and took a pay cut.
and now he's going to get you guys are getting sanctioned. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, forget the sanction. If they don't get sanctioned,
cheaters.
They got 13 to 14 guys getting drafted, so they are going to, I feel bad for my guy.
You think this
He's
McCarthy's
gonna cry after this year?
You think this McCarthy's going to be any good?
It's
because you guys ran it down everybody's throat.
It's hard for me to say this, but here's what I would say. Right? Jim Harbaugh was the same quarterback, and he went in the first round. We had the same exact stuff happen. But I will say this. To Marcos's point.
Careful.
If you're only going to not look at his numbers and look at what he does in big moments and big games, then tell me J.J. McCarthy doesn't deserve to be up there. Because every big moment and every big game, you can remember a play he made.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the run game. And so if you're not asked or called upon that much, but every time you're called upon, you make a big play, then how does that play into we don't care what the numbers are? This guy makes plays. He's a baller. That's what they said about Tom Brady coming out of college.
Yeah, but he went in the 6th round.
I know, but still.
Michael Penix. They say that about Michael Penix too.
He was hurt, man. I don't want to pass judgment on Michael Penix for this reason. He was so banged up in that Michigan game. It's unfortunate that would be the first time everybody got a good look at him.
Yeah, but he has been banged up a lot in his career. He's had a lot of surgeries.
Well, that's the running. There you go. Mobile, dummy.
Mobile, dude.
Mobile.
Just a little bit of mobility, not a running back.
Yeah, but he's been broken every year.
No, it's a great strategy that Marcos wants to do. Let's go draft the one position you definitely don't need right now.
Can I remind you of RG3?
4.55 40.
That's not that fast.
For a quarterback?
He's gonna be super fast sitting on his ass in the Dolphins.
Okay. Whatever. Where's Tua's brother?
What about RG3?
RG3
what about
4.41.
two-time MVP?
Cam?
Lamar Jackson?
No,
Lamar Jackson. What about Cam Newton?
He's doing well.
You noticing the trend here?
Cam Newton made it to the Super Bowl. Horse.
Yeah, and then what happened?
Well, can't win them all.
Dude. All you need to remember about Cam Newton
is what he did
and what he did in New England.
I mean, dumpster fire organization, dude.
Oh, man.
They selected Mac Jones.
We'll take a quick break. We're live from Lone Depot Park here. Marlins Opening Day.
Dogs! Can somebody bring me a hot dog?
4:10 is your first pitch for the Marlins and Pirates. Jesus Luzardo on the hill. Take a break. Back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Thanks, Lou Bega.
That's it.
Take you guys up until 2 here on the show. Thanks again to Ricky Williams for stopping by the program.
We'll
get a mixed bag later on this hour. By the way, did you see this was kind of Goosey's?
Yeah.
So I was in the Heat locker room the other day, right? I just got beat. A sad day. But everybody was kind of taking a while, so I was bored in the locker room. I was waiting.
Who are you talking to?
I wasn't talking to anybody. I was just waiting. We were waiting for if anybody was going to talk, but it was taking forever. So, in the Heat locker room, they got these cards, right? So it's like they got little quotes on them, like whatever. Just name an inspirational quote, And I'm like looking at them just standing by Bam's locker, and I'm like, well, you want to change the narrative. And then I look at the bottom, like Mike McDaniel. Look at it. He's like, what? He has a quote from Mike McDaniel on his locker. If you want the narrative to change the narrative. He put Mike McDaniel's quote. I don't know who put.
if you're gonna quote someone, you're gonna quote like McDaniel and Socrates, of course.
It was one of these things. I was like, wait a minute, because I don't know who gives out the cards. I don't know if it's Riley. I don't know if it's Spo.
I've heard that Maya Angelou.
Yeah, he also has Maya Angelou, which is probably much more known than
She's
Mike.
No longer with us. It was a couple of years now.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I was looking at that for a second. I was like, wait a minute, Mike McDaniel already makes the quote wall.
Yeah, you know what though? I remember when that quote was from
2014.
Let me just say we ended up losing. So,
well, no, that actually was after a loss, Marco. So it wasn't before a game.
Because everyone was talking about how we can't beat good teams.
Yeah, he said it after the Chiefs loss.
All right, and we continued to not change that narrative. All right, that's the point. That narrative was not.
But here's the thing. Do you think? Because I haven't noticed. I don't know how long it's been up there, but I don't remember seeing it before. Is it possible that Mike McDaniel is the reason Bam is shooting threes?
Oh, that's a connection you made.
Well, you know what? When we went with Team Lava, I was not there because I took pictures of that.
And you did not see that in his locker? I don't think it's been there.
No.
I don't think it's been there. Some of them have a lot of quotes. Some of them have a lot of cards. Different players. Some of them have none. Some of the players have no cards. I don't know. Again, I don't know who gives them the cards. I've heard Riley gives cards, but I don't know if these are specifically from Pat Riley. I would like to ask. But he has Mike McDaniel up there. I thought that was I was like surprised, but also that's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel obviously going to a lot of Heat games.
You think he left that there himself?
No.
I've done that before.
No, but we know that him and Spo have a relationship.
Yeah, they're both really bad at second half adjustments. So that
I gotta tell you, dude, you've been a bit of a downer lately. Like you're
picking up on that.
He's just everything about the Dolphins. He's a grunt.
Truther.
I've been called Leroy the Rain Cloud, and we do a show with Marcos.
He's a
category 5.
I don't know. Is Baby Tadpole not letting you sleep through the night? Like what?
I get it.
What is your deal?
Category 5.
We got Tinkerbell. We got Peter Pan con Lechon, and Captain Hook over here. You guys living in Neverland.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything, though?
You're not living in a realistic world.
I literally am giving you something realistic that I showed that happened in the real world. You're sitting there with somebody else's jersey on, living like Peter Pan right now. So I don't understand what you're talking about, little leaguer.
I'm supporting my team on opening day, and you are bringing up quotes from a guy that didn't even finish whatever the hell he was quoting there. You want to change the narrative? Never change the narrative.
Are you saying
that's not what
you couldn't fit an entire Mike McDaniel quote on the card? You'd agree?
Yes.
You need an entire. You would need an entire. Yeah, you would need an entire deck of cards for one Mike McDaniel answer.
Like no. Do you even get the quote? If you want to change the narrative.
Yeah.
If you want the narrative to change
the narrative.
Okay, you know what? And what if I started giving quotes? If you guys want to be fit run 3 miles a day and stop eating fast food. You see where the source of these quotes, you kind of have to weigh that into what you're discussing there. Mr. Change the Narrative never changed the narrative.
But
wait, can I ask you a question, Marco?
You're changing the 3.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long should it take him to change the narrative?
You know what? Whenever it happens is irrelevant. Just then you can make the quote.
So you're saying he is a non-quotable.
Just because he made the comment doesn't mean it's not true.
So you're saying he's non-quotable till he wins a playoff game?
I think, yeah, I do. I think he cannot. You know what? If I wanted quotes on,
this is what I love about ingrates, right?
He is an ingrate.
When was the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game?
2000.
2000. Yeah.
Okay. And Mike McDaniel was in high school, and you're holding that against him now?
Well, I mean, he's had a decent amount of time. Best roster we've had in 24 years. Can't even win one playoff game. Can't even close the deal.
Ethan Schmolnick says that Tyler Herro's locker doesn't have a card, just a fragile sticker. That's not nice.
Handle with care.
One of those stickers. Like
Point.
Handle with care.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool, especially if he's doing that. Like, I don't know if that's the reason he's shooting threes, but I don't know it's not the reason he's shooting threes.
Okay, so what has nothing to do with what he's doing?
Well, think about this. You're at the Heat breakfast hall, okay? And then Bam's finishing his pancakes.
Okay.
And then Pat Riley walks by, drops that off. And he goes, "What's this?" And Pat Riley just walks away, but he's got the shooting motion. Like as he's walking away from Bam.
So
do you really think that would actually happen?
Let me get this right. So you're telling me
I'm the crazy one, though, right?
that Pat Riley left a meeting with Bam like this,
with his arm up. Like
it wasn't a meeting. It wasn't a meeting. No. You see, I'm not having him sit down.
It was a casual
in the way
walk by.
Yeah, it's a walk by, exactly, JFig. So what happens is they're in the
so no words were exchanged.
They're in the breakfast hall, right?
No,
Bam's eating his pancakes, and then Pat Riley just walks by Bam, drops it on the tray. But as he's walking, so Bam's like looking around, he goes through it, and you obviously see the Armani suit, but you see this, little.
And that means shoot through.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it mean make some more damn shots?
Because he makes plenty of shots, but he's never.
Does he?
Yeah.
Because the last quarter I saw them play, they scored 17.
Bro, they lost by 20. He was a -4. You know he tried to do everything he can do. What do you?
No, I'm not blaming Bam.
So
I'm just saying.
What are you doing? You sound like him.
This wasn't going to fix it.
Okay.
Well, maybe that's not how it happened. That's how I like to imagine it happened.
Oh, maybe that's not how it happened.
You're not even
in Goosey's
believable
world. That definitely happened.
for a movie.
What do you mean?
That's how ridiculous that's.
How does that sound ridiculous?
Because Pat Riley's
So why?
a G.
Okay,
Pat Riley don't walk away from nobody like
that's
this.
a G move.
No, it's not.
It's not. Okay, so what if he just goes? What if he just gives him a little behind the head and he goes, a little wiggle with the 3 fingers?
Oh, what if he just ran out and did this?
Oh, I like that. Pat Riley just, or he gives him 3 goggles.
Okay, this is.
See, your scenarios are way less
and
likely.
then wait, and then Spo comes by and says, "I'm the captain here."
Maybe, but he's allowed him to shoot the 3s.
Yeah, okay. And
Because what if Spo's like, he's sitting with Pat Riley and he goes, "Yeah, talking to Mike McDaniel." He goes, "Oh yeah, he's the weird one, right?" Pat tells him. He goes, "Yeah. He's got some doozies though." He's like, "Yeah, what did he say?" And Spo's like, "Yeah, he says, he says if you want the narrative to change the narrative." And Pat Riley goes, "That's good. Put that on the card."
That's great.
No.
Could you imagine? There's no way.
And then Bam's like, "I gotta shoot 3s now."
Yeah,
that's how it happened. Yeah.
And then, what happened, Bam? It's like, well, it's a funny thing. I was having breakfast the other day, right? And I was enjoying a croissant. And then all of a sudden,
First of all, stop.
Some wind randomly shows up in the room.
Randomly go French.
croissants are different, delicious.
Stop calling it croissant. Like it's just annoying.
You're insulting the French.
Am I?
Yep.
That's all they eat over there. That's all they've been eating.
Yeah, if I am insulting the French, I have something to say to that. Good.
Guess what? They're not too popular with Americans. They
I
don't-
know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. They
They
sent
don't like our
they
enthusiasm.
sent in updated pictures
Oh, of from the streets of Paris.
Yeah, because they got their picture taken. It was so bad.
Well, hopefully Marcos.
And they took pictures with the artiste.
Hopefully, Bam Adebayo can have his mind right for the mixed bag. That's next.
WQAM.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you.
Wow. I've just got the insult of all insults.
Why? What happened?
Jennifer just said to me, I'm not good with time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
have.
know when 10 o'clock is.
Look,
Whoa.
you have not been accurate with your time. Okay. You keep thinking your timeline is just out of base.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea of what
your
she's referring to.
Your timeline being off is different about time.
Time. It's all time.
Oh, okay. I was just I'm glad I didn't get caught by no trains.
At least I know what happened last year.
I know what happened last year.
You don't.
We were here. And we stayed for the
At
game.
what time, Leroy?
Well, if you go by the time JFig arrives at some of our shows, I can understand why you thought we did 1 to 4.
Okay.
-1.
No, that's what you get.
-1.
Minus
That's not a -1, dude.
Yes, it is.
That's what you get.
for sass.
That's what you get.
Marcos, let's mix it on up, dude.
Let's do it.
The mixed bag brought to you by Broward Health. Well into your future. We are live here from Lone Depot Park. Opening day today, 4:10. Marlins, Buccos. That's the Pirates for you baseball squares out there.
What is it?
Oh, everybody calls them the Buccos, dude. You don't know about the Buccos?
I don't think I've ever.
Dude, what?
Buccos, Padres.
Not Padres, Pirates.
Pirates, Buccos.
Yeah, no, the Padres are the
Pirates.
Friars. If you want to call a baseball nickname, you call them the Friars or the Pods.
Who?
All right.
The Padres.
Yeah.
You can call them the Friars.
Friars.
Yeah.
Why not the fathers?
Wow.
I suppose you could call them the Fathers if you wanted to.
Padres, fathers. So much going on.
Most famous Friar, Friar Tuck from Robin Hood.
Nope. Irving Fryer.
Oh, that's a point, front boy.
That's a point.
Oh,
Who got his hand chopped off right before the Super Bowl?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, did he?
Marcos is urban
Not
is
chopped
urban
off.
flyer.
But he had to get.
Oh, okay.
What do you got today, Marcos?
All righty then.
That's a delay tactic.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark. Guys heard
Oh,
of her?
she's good.
She's really
Yeah,
good.
she's good.
She's
Potentially so good that she's caught the eyes of a different league. Not the NBA, the Big Three.
Nope.
Ice Cube wants her to break borders and join the Big Three. This is what the former NWA rapper had to say.
It's always 50-50 till we get a no. At the end of the day, it is a generous offer. And look, we're in a new age. It's like NIL. When we came up with the idea, our sponsors, our partners, they all want to make it happen. So, we was able to make that generous offer. It's definitely doable. Both leagues play on CBS, so of course they love it if we can make it happen. So it's it's up to the player. As a league, we'll make it happen. Our offer is in. We just need an answer as soon as they're ready to give us one.
So is he suggesting that that she does both? Because he says both leagues.
No.
Or is
he
he
was just
referring
saying
to college?
both leagues are on the same television station.
But why would that matter? Who cares?
I don't know.
Unless he wants him to play for both. Because if he's asking to play for both, the
First of
WNBA
all,
and the Big Three, that's kind of cool.
Let me explain something to you. Here's why there's a problem. Them old ass dudes playing Big Three basketball would smash her. You ever watch one of those games? They're not getting out of each other's way.
No.
Because they can't. No, I'm serious.
No, it's true. It definitely is true. They play a
So,
much more
no.
physical game.
No. It's a lot more physical than you think. So, no.
For the
get
record,
it.
the offer
I
was $5 million.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I think, $76,000 that they normally make.
What's the max deal in WNBA? You have any idea?
$100,000 a year?
In WNBA? No way.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why they go play in Europe after the season's
Oh my
over.
goodness. Yeah.
Who makes the most money? Got to be like what, Tarazi?
Max salary for 2023. Let's just say 2024 is $208,000.
208. Yeah.
Yikes.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. I guess Cube's coming correct with it.
Yeah, I guess $5 million. I mean, something to think about for sure, especially if I mean, she's gonna get endorsements and stuff, but will it equal $5 million?
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it like the Messi deal.
Oh, I got you. Where like various sponsors and stuff.
Is that a Christmas song?
It sounds like we're in church.
Oh, it's a BK commercial. BK, have it your way.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Burger hits a home run. They got to do something like free burgers or something.
Free burger? Jeez,
yeah, dude.
I know, because God knows I only get a taste for pizza when the Heat lose, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Best promotion the Marlins ever did. Dozen hits, free dozen donuts at Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I got some. I could put some chicken on the grill. Made chicken sandwich, barbecue sauce, cheese, bacon, pickles.
Wow,
it was delicious. Wish I had one right now.
Be careful, Leroy. You're gonna make yourself
This
hungry.
Leroy chicken sandwich brought to you by the Mixed Bag. What else you got, Marcos?
Keeping it going, Leroy. We've heard countless stories from your days in the NFL. Saquon Barkley shared a rookie story involving Fletcher Cox. As you know, Saquon Barkley now an Eagle. So
he is an Eagle.
He's an Eagle now, dude. So
you know what that happened to me the other day when the Warriors? I was like, oh yeah, they got Chris Paul.
Yeah, oh, that did.
That kind of threw me for a loop.
No, for sure.
Because he's still playing and he's not hurt.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Well, now his teammate Fletcher Cox in Philly, apparently he has a pretty interesting rookie story involving this Eagle defensive tackle. This is what Saquon had to say.
I remember one time Fletch tackled me my rookie year. And it was like impressive tackles. I was like down the field, and I was like, "There's no reason why a man that big should be able to be at that spot where we're making that tackle." And like I look up, and he's like, "Yep, it's me again. I'm gonna be your daddy for the next 12 years." And I was just like, he's like, "I'm gonna be your daddy for the next 12 years." I'm like, I'm looking at him like this, and it's like at the point, like it's like it's all fun and games. And I'm starting counting. I'm like, nah, there's no way he's playing for another 12. Like this, but
man.
Yeah.
You know why that makes me sad, dude?
Did you had who Reggie White was praying? That was the craziest thing.
But everybody knew that about Reggie. So
yeah, but the first time you heard it though.
No, the first time I heard it and saw what the ramifications of that praying was terrifying. Because he picked a grown ass man up that weighed 350 pounds and threw him like a chew toy. And it was the most terrible. And instead of Corey Stringer looking at Reggie going, oh, I got to bring my A game. He came into the huddle and was mad at me.
Listen, you're going to lash out when you get picked up like a child.
It like, and we were golfing last week, and me and LT were trying to explain the Reggie White hump move, and people couldn't comprehend how strong you had to be to pull this off. But he did it. Look, everybody, look at this.
One arm.
That's 350.
It's crazy.
And that's not even the one I'm talking about where he lifted him off the ground.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that one. I remember the one we played it before, I feel like. That's crazy though.
Like you and that's like, so just imagine what he did with somebody that only weighed 300.
Dade South makes a good point. Ruben Bain does that move now. Hurricanes defensive tackle.
Not like that.
No,
dude.
I mean, Reggie White.
Don't even insult
animal.
That like show me some footage of this man throwing a 350-pound tackle.
Nah, it's different. It's different for sure.
That wasn't a scrub, I might add.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Now we had some other guys like Gilbert Brown. If you think about Gilbert Brown, just think about Aaron Donald if he weighed 65 more pounds. No, I'm sorry, 70 pounds. Gilbert Brown was listed at like 370. He once hit me with a pinky, and I thought I got hit in the head with a brick.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What else you got, Marcos?
Well, Gilbert Arenas. Speaking of Gilbert,
he has a hate now.
Has an explanation on why Dame and Giannis are not working in Milwaukee.
The way Dame has played He plays well with, Middleton came back and Lopez. Those three play well because they're just pick and pop guys. Giannis plays well with Portis and Beasley. So depending on who's playing well, who has the ball, depending on who you're shutting out, I don't think they know all six know how to play well together. As a coach, you have to recognize that there's Bloods and Crips going on in this goddamn group because he only want to pass it to him and him. He only want to pass it to him and him. And if he has the ball, these two are pointless now. If he has the ball, those two are pointless. They got to figure out how to blend it in and make some plays where it's a little mixed up. Because right now, you can see it's two different teams. This Dame's team when he has the ball, and this Giannis team when he has the ball.
Look, this has been something that's been pointed out. And one of the reasons Dame wanted to come here and not Milwaukee is not just because Milwaukee sucks.
It's a better fit.
It's a better fit. They exactly wanted him to be the guy at end of games. It's the whole point. Also, he's best friends with Bam. So don't be surprised if there's an early Bucks exit that we revisit everything that we did this summer. Can I take another summer of Dame? Depends what happens in the Heat season.
You have already wiggled your ass back into
I'm not wiggling. I'm just telling you.
-1.
Why?
You know why.
This is ridiculous.
You know why.
Hold on.
Marcos, did he not wiggle his way back into wailing for Dame?
No, I didn't say I was wailing.
That's what he's doing.
No. That's not fair. What I did is I'm letting everybody know, should the Bucks have an early exit, which, Doc Rivers, that's what he does.
His middle name is Doc Early Exit Rivers.
Just be prepared for Damian Lillard to be like, all right, Milwaukee, we tried. Send me to Miami, please. You ready?
And who they gonna send back?
That's a good question.
Because now you think nobody wanted Tyler last year.
Yeah. Well, I hear Milwaukee likes footwork.
Oh, well rested. Oh, wait, what'd you just say?
Anyway.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Oh, now, you know what?
Tobin
Here's what I hate about you.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why you're a fraud. Because who's on the trading block has mostly to do with who's been playing well
That's
that
not
week.
true. That's not true.
And
That's not true.
Jaime, for a rookie, has been balling out
all
all
talking
year.
about Jaime. I didn't
Soon
say
as
it,
he
man.
hit a stretch where maybe, the wall has hit him a little bit and everybody's struggling, now he's available.
You're the one who said Jaime. Like, I didn't say his name, so you want to,
Who deemed him footwork?
I don't know. He does have footwork, but I wasn't necessarily referring to him.
Who else were you referring to?
Look, I got to get to the next part of the mixed bag here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
But I wasn't wailing, just so we're clear. I'm just saying I wasn't wailing.
You were wailing.
You're walking on thin ice.
I'm not walking on thin ice.
It's okay,
Don't worry,
guys.
he'll just wiggle out of it if he falls in.
I got some punishment for him. Here's a cut from LeBron James.
LeBron James.
This is him asking his wife to rub his feet.
I was explaining to my wife the other day. She asked me, how am I feeling when I came home after a game? I said, babe, just imagine buying a 2003 Escalade and it's 2024 and you never changed the tires. So rub my feet, please.
I mean, a bit dramatic.
Is it though? Is it really?
It was a good analogy.
I mean, like,
he could have just opened with
married
that
for a very long time.
Listen,
You just say,
you
"Hi,
know
I
what?
want to."
It gets to the point where, like, if I'm signing autographs somewhere, right? I don't want to hear each individual story as to why you're there getting the autograph. I've agreed to sign it, right? Now I got to hear the story, the backstory on this.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Man,
you think his wife wanted to hear the backstory why he need his feet rubbed? She been with him.
You know what I've seen as a good move by athletes, because now people want selfies, they don't want autographs. I like if the athlete takes the phone. They do the selfie.
Yeah, because they ain't got time messing around.
Fumble around.
Yeah, I've seen comedians do that. It's a veteran move for sure.
All right.
Well, most of the comedians that you talk about, they won't take the selfie. Because they need, white T-shirts and chicken kitchen and all that stuff.
That's Mr. Sleeveless Intangibles down
and
here.
then don't drink it. Who we got?
They also require a fee.
Wait.
Looks like a bullpen coach.
Before the season even started, he walking with a limp.
That's what I was saying. He looks like a bullpen coach.
He better not be a player. Look at him. Dude, he is struggling.
Oh, Limpy 52?
No, I thought he was doing some running, or maybe he just walking to try to because he had an injury.
It looks like I think that's a Pirates bullpen guy. He's going because he's heading to the bullpen.
Oh, the Buccos.
Look at this guy. This guy's a baseball lifer. You can just tell.
Yeah.
Receding hairline.
Look. Oh, is that the?
Oh, great.
You can tell he got a receding hairline from here.
Oh yeah, dude. Come on. You can see that baseball hairline.
Wow. They're mopping the stadium.
Mopping? What do you see mopping?
Is she sweeping? See a lady right there by herself in the whole stadium?
What are you talking about? Dude?
She's probably just cleaning up the garbage.
Well,
From what?
I don't know.
Gotta make it look nice, dude. We'll take a quick break.
We got pictures. Who they taking pictures with?
I don't know.
She's doing the lady pose though. You know that lady pose y'all do JFig with the
whoa.
The hand on the hip and the foot forward.
She's
everybody
that
does
better
the
than I
same
would
lady
ever.
pose.
Take
Why
a
do you
break.
got to do the lady pose?
Take a break. Back after this. I don't think he looks like he's kind of just zoning out right now.
Remember, you know what I used to remember about baseball and when it was baseball season?
What's that?
Jim Leland sitting in the dugout with his pregame press conference.
Oh yeah. I was talking to some of the reporters. They said that Skip talks at 1 today.
Okay.
So we'll
there's 2 people with red dresses on.
So we'll see some action.
That's why I asked.
A little bit later.
I didn't see her before.
I didn't see her. I don't know you.
Right.
Let's get into some cat talk here, brought to us by our friends over at Celsius. Hockey fans, don't sit this one out when it's game time. Make Celsius a part of your play and get that energy up. Game day is fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks, the official energy drink of
your Florida Panthers.
All right, the Panthers are on the ice tonight, Leroy. They are taking on the New York Islanders.
Tough stretch.
New York Islanders tonight for your Cats. 7 o'clock puck drop. You can hear that game right here tonight on 560 WQAM. As the Cats definitely struggled a little bit lately. They've had a couple of tough matchups with the Bruins.
A little banged up.
And the Rangers.
Everybody back?
They are getting bodies back. They got Barkey back last game. But it has been a tough stretch.
And even with their tough stretches, they're not really getting blown out.
No, they're not getting blown out.
Right.
They're not getting blown up. 2 notes from George Richards from Florida Hockey Now, best Panthers reporter out there. We're going to give it to David Dwork because that's our guy.
David Dwork.
Nobody's been doing longer than George Richards covering the Cats. Anthony Stolarz in goal tonight. Stoli,
the goalie.
And also, George reports, Aaron Ekblad returns tonight after 7 straight missed games, which has coincided with the Cats' struggles. So hopefully happen. Ekblad!
So when we were talking to David Dwork, right? A lot of the stuff that he was talking about is like some of their struggles are with these guys who specialize in those areas, like either penalty kills or power plays or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they've been struggling. And that's why it looks the way it does. So hopefully when everybody coming back, we watching Tyler Herro work out.
Just a picture. Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald. We'll give you some more news here brought to us by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy a truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks.
Nobody loves asking questions during a Lillheimer more than you.
Don't show me pictures then.
I'm telling you. My favorite thing is the weather. Can I get a weather report from the Mesmer?
You sure can. Okay, but let me say who it's brought to us by first. Anyway, yes, that is Tyler Herro. Intangibles. Tyler Herro and Duncan Robinson, both on the practice court. Anthony Chang tweets a picture out.
He better not say that he had a good workout today.
I
haven't seen him move.
I don't know.
Oh, and it's a still picture. So
it's a still picture. Maybe somebody else will send some video out of this. We'll hold on. Our boy Wes Goldberg puts a little bit of Tyler Herro doing some individual work, as you can see him. So
that's just one. That's not individual workout. That's one.
Yeah, but the media they don't get to see practice. Like you get to come in there and you'll get to see like a shootout or something like that. Like the most action I've ever seen at practice is like Jimmy versus.
He's not even jumping, so he's not that close.
Is he? It doesn't even look like he's wearing basketball sneakers.
No, he might look like he's wearing running shoes, right?
Yeah.
He's not jumping, and he's avoiding jumping at all costs, right?
Yeah. And we'll hear a little bit. I'm sure we'll get a little bit more info when Spo talks. I don't think Tyler Herro is going to speak, but maybe. I'm sure the media asks, but typically if you're injured, you don't have to talk, or they don't have to let you talk.
There's no way.
It's not never happened.
There's no way. No chance.
He might talk to somebody on the side. Like he might talk to Ira or Anthony, like just be like, hey, what's your deal?
I got you.
They reported yesterday, Ira, this is from the Sun Sentinel. Tyler Herro had a vigorous workout on Wednesday while the rest of the team was off. But the reality remains that after taking a PRP. I'm just going to go PRP. Taking a PRP injection for medial tendonitis in his right foot on March 15th.
Platelet replacement therapy.
Yeah. Well, it's rich plasma. That's what it stands for.
Huh?
It's platelet rich plasma. That's PRP.
So they take the plasma out, enrich it, and put it back in.
Say again?
They take the platelets out, they enrich them, and they put them back in.
Okay.
Oh, very sweet of you to put it back.
So he had that injection on March 15th. The plan, according to a source familiar with the approach, was a week off, followed by a 2-week ramp up. Such a timetable would make late next week the earliest time frame for a return. So but this is the thing with Tyler.
Still not jumping.
Here's the thing with Tyler, though, tweeting out. I get that you want to put out there that because maybe you think Shams made it sound like you were done for the season, but that's not what he said.
That's not what he said.
All he said was
he's not close.
He said was the big worry is Tyler Herro because we don't really know, and we still I don't think really know.
We know at a minimum it's 3 weeks.
So like if you're Tyler and you're tweeting that out, like I get the frustration. We've seen this with him with the trade rumors and all that stuff. But when you put that out there, I feel like you're almost putting more pressure on yourself, are you not? Because now now you better be out and playing.
You can't, but here's the deal. We're to the point now where if you're healthy, you're healthy. If you're not, you're not. And there's nothing you can do about that. You can talk all the trash you want. You can get mad at whoever you want. But the fact remains, you'll return when you're healthy. As simple as that. Are you frustrated? Of course he's frustrated. I would understand him being frustrated when he's looking at himself going, again? Right? So I get it. But somebody saying, we don't know when Tyler Herro is going to come back, don't get mad because neither do you. You don't know when you're returning. So, and keep in mind, what makes this even more unique is when you ask for an update, this is the update. The update is I don't have any updates right now.
Yeah, we'll get quotes, I'm sure, from Erik Spoelstra probably within the hour, I'd imagine, is when, because once
I know what he's not ahead of schedule.
No.
Remember that one? They've never said that.
No.
They've never said he's working hard.
Spo's favorite thing is progressing. That's what he likes to say.
Progressing.
He's progressing.
At a snail's pace.
We have the opening day lineup. Would you like to hear it, Leroy?
Okay. Now we can tell us if we can make the bets.
All right. Marcos, you ready for chili peppers?
Yes, and yeah. You guys saw my previous one I submitted. I'm ready for
it.
Tim Anderson's batting 7th.
Okay.
Right.
So
perfect.
Leading off
yes.
for your Miami Marlins. No surprise here. Luis Ariz.
Oh, I need 2 hits from him. You think
playing second base? Batting second. At first base. The lefty. Josh, ring-a-ding-ding, ring that bell.
2 people who make
Love
contact.
Love it.
Who very rarely strike out.
Then batting third, the designated hitter, leading the Marlins in ribbies last year, and I'm not talking barbecue. Brian De La Cruz.
Why you do this?
What?
Why you do that to me?
Because sometimes when he hits the home run, you get the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
No.
But when
the ribs.
When De La Cruz hits the home run, you play the cruise ship horn.
I was talking about the ribs.
That's good game ops.
Little ribbies.
Yeah.
Hungry?
Yeah.
Batting cleanup. The sweetest music you'll hear this side of the stadium. A little jazz flute. Jazz Chisholm Jr., who will patrol center field.
Like that.
And then if you are hungry last time, Leroy, for the ribbies, you might want yourself
a
nice, juicy Jake burger. And playing third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth in right field, Jesus Sanchez. There's no holiness in his swing.
Okay. What? This guy is really...
What?
What the hell are we even talking about?
Oh, man.
-1.
Dude.
Yeah.
You pick Jesus jokes on the week of Easter?
Is that a problem? Look at you.
Slide over, dude.
One may say they're making a comeback.
Hey, I had nothing to do with it.
Thin line.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Oof, I got nervous.
What?
I just saw a Heat press release that just says Heat radio updates. I was like, uh-oh. It's just for Spanish language. They switch in the flagship for that.
Whoa.
Which I think they did last year, too. I think they switch over to Mix 98.3.
Oh, they're not
for
on
all our
790 the cat?
No, they're not. They're not a part of our cluster. But shout out to Jose Pineda, La Voz.
I see some weird things going on this Hard Rock.
We used to have him on all the time. Me and Eric Reed.
He's a great dude.
Yeah,
great calls too. Where were we?
Hitting 7th.
Hitting 7th. Don't call it a comeback. I don't have anything cute for this one. He's got a very generic name. Tim Anderson.
Wasn't he the black dude that was in WKNRP in Cincinnati or something like that?
Tim Anderson?
He's an actor.
Who?
Tim Anderson.
Wow.
I think so. You've seen him.
It's an oddly specific reference.
Yeah.
Then you got.
So he's basically the second, either the second leadoff, right? Or he's going to be in a position to clean up if, like, coming out of a second inning if they go 1, 2, 3. I don't know how to explain.
Sure, dude.
Usually the seventh batter is the second leadoff guy, right?
Just because we got to wrap this up. Nick Gordon's batting 8th, playing left. He doesn't believe in the moon. And
sorry,
Nick
what?
Fort, he doesn't believe in the moon.
Okay.
I didn't stutter.
Okay.
And Nick Fortes is catching today behind, and he is batting 9th. Jesus Luzardo on the bump. That is your Marlins opening day starting lineup against the Buccos.
Jesus Luzardo looks 12.
He does have a baby face.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they took a lot of players off this app. A lot of the
Really?
bets that I placed previously, including Tim Anderson home run, and now they only have, like you just mentioned, Nick Fortes. So I was like, who the hell is Nick Fortes?
He's our catcher.
Yeah, now I know.
Well, they got two catchers. They got him and Betancourt, who they brought in this year. But, you know, a lot of times a starter will go with who he wants. I mean, the opening day starter, he likes Fortes. He's going to go Fortes.
Well, currently they only have Josh Bell, Fortes, and Luis Arias are the only 3 Marlins you can bet on. Very strange.
We'll take a quick break. A little bit strange news happening. We'll keep an eye out for updates from Heat practice. But some strange news happening with A-Rod and the Timberwolves. Apparently, A-Rod doesn't get the Timberwolves anymore. We'll tell you about that next.
QAM.com.
15 minutes lead.
Pop, pop. 15 minutes of heat here for you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. I got something to tell you, Leroy. I got some. If you, I know your kid's a little older, but if you have a little hooper out there, right? They want to learn the game the right way. No place better than the Miami Heat and their Junior Heat summer camps, which are going on from June 17th through August 17th. Boys and girls ages 7 to 16 can sharpen their game at either Slam Miami or Cooper City High School. Campers will participate in a variety of competitions, fundamental drills, and games. If you guys want more info on how to sign up your ballers, go to heat.com/junior heat. Speaking of the senior heat, I guess just the Heat. Erik Spoelstra is just spoken at practice about Tyler Herro, and he used the term Tyler Herro is in that, quote, next phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is better than no phase?
But he said there's still no timeline.
Of course not.
Right, yeah.
How can you say he's in the next phase? He's walking?
He said it was encouraging to have him on the wood today. I'm not making that up. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Show us.
Well, I can't show you.
No,
it was a video from Wes Goldberg's Twitter account, but I retweeted it. You guys can go see it on Twitter. I don't want to take Wes's stuff, even though I know he wouldn't mind.
Okay, so either way, though, he's still gonna rejoin the team. Let's say the earliest possible dates. What, like 5 games left in the season?
All right, so let's look at it. Their next games, he's not playing tonight or not playing tomorrow. He's not gonna play Sunday against the Wizards. Not gonna play Tuesday against the Knicks. Maybe Thursday against the Sixers. Maybe.
That is if the 2-week window, the 2-week process has started.
The 2-week process has started.
Okay.
The 2-week, because he got the injection on the 15th. So 2 weeks from that would be Friday.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So then an extra week.
So go week. So don't go this Sunday, the Sunday after the Masters, but that following week. What's the first game after the 7th? The 6th, the 7th.
All right. Schedule. So the Miami Heat, they got 10 games left. First game after the 7th is at Atlanta. Which
April 9th.
He's not going to join on a road game. So April 10th against the Mavs. 3 games left.
There you go.
Okay. So, Shams wasn't like.
No, he wasn't.
No, we know he
Which
wasn't.
is why, Tyler putting that tweet out there was a little bit weird. It's like, I get it. You're frustrated. You're not doing anything. And you don't want it to be known that you're not coming back. He's trying to come back. He's trying. And so that's why that's out there. But no, Shams didn't say anything.
He didn't do anything to say anything negative about his injury other than unsure.
The only thing that he could say that Tyler Herro maybe got a little. Well, he was commenting on a tweet, so I don't know if you saw the video clip, but Shams referred to it as the big worry is, and I would agree, it is the big worry because Kevin Love sounds like he's coming back soon. Duncan Robinson, like you said, seems like things are moving in the right direction. We just didn't know with Tyler Herro. We still, as Erik Spoelstra said, there's no timeline. They don't really know. They said it's encouraging,
right?
But I think So Leroy is making the point, if you give him the 2 weeks, which is the reevaluation period, you give him an entire week plus to rehab. He's not going to join them on a 3-game road trip. Maybe he'll travel with them, but I think
maybe get some more work.
Maybe, I think that will be a determination. So if we get to Thursday and then they fly out Friday, that he's on the trip, that might be encouraging. Maybe he'll play that. But if not, then I would say the final 3 games are at home, Mavericks, and then 2 against the Toronto Raptors, who may be tanking to keep their pick. What?
Nobody tanks against the Heat.
What does that mean?
Just what I said.
What does it mean nobody tanks against the Heat?
Not even the Raptors? What if
Detroit didn't tank?
You never know, man. The Raptors center could potentially have the under that day.
They didn't lose to Detroit. They just almost lost to Detroit.
Okay.
They lost to the
Wizards. The Wizards didn't tank.
Rough.
We gotta make good on that coming up Sunday.
All right. Hey, don't lose.
Oh,
don't lose to the Wizards again.
listen, this is a don't lose next two or don't lose. Portland, Washington, don't lose.
Don't lose, dude.
Don't lose. Like, no. I'll be fine because, I carry these things in a measured way. I'm very mature like that. But don't lose to the Blazers and don't lose to the Wizards.
Did you notice how we had to look at you, right?
I'm not looking at you guys. I'm trying to I'm avoiding eye contact. I'm looking at our audience.
Why? Because you don't want to be called a liar to your face?
I'm not a liar.
What do you call?
You ain't a truther.
I would consider myself more of a truther than a liar.
No cap.
Take a break. Back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you.
You want me to say it in my sexy voice?
Go ahead.
Golf's oldest league is coming back to Miami from Friday, April 5th to Sunday, April 7th, and now's your chance to be there. Catch Live Golf at the Rouse, Blue Monster, and see John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, and Dustin Johnson take on one of the world's most fearsome golf courses with live DJs and a euphoric headline concert.
Who is it?
Akon. I got to do I'm locked up, but I don't want to be locked up. Tickets are selling fast, so grab yours now at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.
That's probably your best one yet.
Yeah, thanks, Lash Ketchum.
You know what's amazing? Like, Wham, right? This song came out, right? Heartthrob.
Yeah.
Everybody loved them. The women were throwing panties at them. Wasn't into them.
Yeah.
Someone
Apparently
says
your
that was
sexy
a.
voice sounds hungry.
Yeah, it did.
It is. Well, no,
he's in that
let me
mode.
tell you what happened to us.
He's in that mode.
So JFig at the break, she goes, "Damn, I smell popcorn. Smells buttery." I said, "Let's go investigate." So we walk in there, and they have brownies and cookies, but they're on the other side of the glass. So I tried to work up just a little snack or something, right? So then, right, we start leaving. This lady's on the phone with a ginormous bag of popcorn
in a garbage bag.
In a garbage bag.
Yeah, that's how they make it.
No, I know, but like,
still tastes good.
But I couldn't even ask her.
We cannot tell you that because we couldn't.
It's right behind
get our
that
hands on
door.
it.
I saw the entire bags. They're already filled up.
Oh, the popcorn maker.
No, the popcorn. Like she's starting to fill all the bags for the media.
Oh, so you just go get a bag?
Yeah.
That's not part of the $13?
No, we don't get the bag. We get the little containers. We did it last year.
I've been more of an ask for forgiveness type of guy here today.
No, you've been that way all the time. That's how it cost me $600 to fix somebody's side view mirror because we were playing Fruit
That's
Ninja.
not fair. You wanted to play Fruit Ninja.
I was the only one hitting fruit.
You were the Gary Sheffield of Fruit Ninja.
Wait, so Marcos, so you have to understand us playing Fruit Ninja, how it started, right, was this dude thought we were watching some guy chop a watermelon on another guy's stomach with a knife, with a machete.
Yep.
And so Tobin said, you can do that with wood. It's dull. I said, not to cut through watermelon. So that's how it started. That was the whole, like, we were going back and forth with that. So one time at lunch, he says, oh, I'm going to make it out of a wooden ruler and just chop right through it. All of a sudden, he really had a samurai sword that Lynn said, absolutely not. Right?
Big mistake.
That was a mistake, to be honest.
So we made our own. First, we used wood. Then we took a metal ruler and put tape around it. So now we're chopping watermelons. Then we start throwing fruit. So Fruit Ninja, right? Doing real live Fruit Ninja, but the tape was slipping. So I hit a piece of fruit.
It wasn't tape. We were using a bandana.
Bandana, even worse. No sticky stuff on the other side.
Safety.
So you don't even remember the other studio.
Yeah, the right next to the Pleasure Emporium.
Yeah. So we're in the
like
in
he
the
does.
back by the loading dock, right? So all of a sudden, I hit a fruit. So now I'm fired up and I'm waving that thing. Wah! Right? Throws a piece of fruit. Whoom. The bandana slips. The metal goes hurling. Could have hit anybody. Somebody parked their car in the loading dock and it just broke the side view mirror.
Yeah, bad that you had to pay $600 to fix Jennifer Cody's card, but good that you didn't decapitate anybody.
Right. No, dude, it went like crazy. And so Beast goes, let's just make a run for it. I'm like, we recorded it.
Be honest, where is he running?
There's also cameras.
Cameras?
Those cameras didn't work.
What are you kidding me?
There were suggestions.
There was cameras.
The building barely worked. And you say a camera's going to work?
I would see the cameras.
No chance.
Trust me. And if they were,
if they did, you have to fill out a ticket to get the video.
They weren't recorded.
It was, huh? Oh, the camera's on the other
The
side.
camera was on the other side.
By the way,
Yeah,
we
because
got-
periodically we'd have an email saying, "Be careful of suspicious character
See,
outside
I
the
told
gate."
you there was cameras.
By the way,
Oh, he's jumping.
Some more video of Tyler Herro.
He's barely jumping,
Yeah, he's doing a jump
and
shot.
he's still limping. He's still limping.
You're saying that's a limp?
That's a limp.
That's just not.
I promise. Watch.
You sure that's just not swag?
Could be swag.
Tyler Herro's not pimping his walk.
You sure?
You never know.
Dude.
If anybody on that team is going to pimp their walk, it's Tyler Herro.
No, it's not.
Who? Who else?
It's not Tyler Herro.
Ron Rothstein.
Oh, Ron.
Could you imagine Ron Rothstein with a cane, a three-piece suit, and a top hat, just coming into work?
Actually, I can.
So wait, what is he hurt from? His arm?
Yuri?
Yeah.
Yeah, his elbow was a little sore. He was dealing with blisters, and then like he had a fingernail. Like, you know they have fake fingernails now. That's like a new thing.
What?
Yeah, fake fingernails. Like, so if your fingernail like rips or you're having an issue with it, you can put a fake one on. But apparently he was having an issue with that. And then after that, his elbow was sore.
Because you know what they put on?
But-
You know what they put on blisters, right? Super glue.
Super glue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super glue. Or if you want to prevent it,
And that's the same thing they put on in your brain to stop bleeding.
Seen that, dude. That was a rumor that you're spreading.
What?
It's not a rumor that I'm spreading.
What?
That's
What's not a
what,
rumor?
that's what the barehanded hitters will do. They're hand pierce.
You accuse the entire Alou family of
Everybody
being-
knows.
Hold on.
Wait. So there's nothing worse than talking to. Listen, look, I love doing the show with you, but damn, you make it uncomfortable sometimes. So here's how it goes. We're talking. We're having this
You
great
tell him, but
conversation
you're also
about where the guy's from, how he got here, how great his story is, going back and forth. There's a, hey, you a hand peer? That's how he just like. There's no nice way to bring it up.
That was Justin Bohr. He denied being a hand peer. But, you know, listen, this Justin Bohr is a family man now. I didn't want to dig too deep in the past. Let's not forget that Christian Yelich.
You asked Jake Berger.
No, Jake Berger's.
No, who?
I asked Justin Bohr.
Justin Bohr. No, you asked somebody this year.
No. Yeah, Justin Bohr. It was last year. It wasn't this
Last year.
Timeline.
That's true. Oh, she got you.
Why?
On that one. You got you on that one.
Wow.
Timeline.
That's it.
But everybody, you know, you can't be part of the Alou family tree if you weren't a hand peer. Like, you'd be a disgrace to the family if you didn't pee on your hands.
I got you.
Felipe, the OG.
Wow.
The first hand peer in the Alou tree.
Who's a better family? The was it Melinda, the catchers?
The Molina brothers?
Molina brothers or the Alous?
Probably the Molinas.
Yeah.
Yadier played a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he wasn't even the first one.
Benji won a championship with the Angels. And Jose, he was kind of like the Cooper Manning.
Okay.
Wow.
Poor Coop.
That's terrible.
Still made the
dude.
show, though. Still made the show.
That's
true.
terrible. Why?
What?
You're just mean to people.
I'm not being mean.
Yes, you are.
If Leroy's defending, you may be a little mean.
Yeah.
But also, like, you know, Oyster Burns back in the day. I think like you probably
Oh,
learned about like the peeing back in the 1910s.
For sure.
I
Absolutely.
mean, but them old guys didn't have blisters. And I tell you why. Because they wasn't throwing hard enough. Did you ever watch old baseball the way they wound up?
Well, also, but also,
Who threw the heat in the 1920s?
but also, you got to imagine Oyster Burns had calluses because it worked on the docks in the offseason.
No,
Oh,
I'm saying, who threw heat?
the side job.
Who threw heat in those days?
I don't know.
Cy Young. I don't know. I haven't heard his name.
Because
before.
Babe Ruth was a pitcher.
You want to ask Tommy Hutton?
Ooh, who's throwing
Should
heat
we ask
back then?
Tommy?
Who threw heat?
Hey, Tommy, who threw heat back in the day?
Hmm.
He goes like, "Well, what's back in the day?" Like,
I mean, so for me growing up, it was Nolan Ryan. Because Nolan Ryan would, I mean, all he threw was through fastballs, but nobody could touch him. He was the only guy throwing over 100.
Gibson wasn't Gibson known to throw really far, really
Gibson
hard.
threw heat. Gibson threw heat, but not like Nolan Ryan. And Nolan Ryan pitched forever too.
Yeah, he thinks the pitch count is soft. Remember last year when I was trying to get Tommy to make Yuri pitch, and he was really mad at me.
And I said, Tommy, now you know why we quibble. Makes no damn sense.
Now I don't want him to pitch.
He gets irritated. Like Tommy, you would irritate Tommy. You think I get mad? You irritate the hell
No,
out
that's
of
not
him.
true. I wouldn't.
That
irritate
is no.
I
My
wouldn't
goodness.
irritate Tommy. That's not true.
Are you kidding me?
I have a respect for Tommy Hutton.
Wow, dude, that hurt.
No. You and I are friends, but like Tommy Hutton, I mean, the voice of my childhood.
What? Whoa. Hey, Fly, if you're going to have some of my lemonade, go get me some popcorn.
I thought he was looking at something downstairs.
No.
Someone say Fly?
Yeah.
Hungry?
Oh, no.
What? Sorry. You guys talking about how no one throws heat or no one threw heat back then. Have you guys seen this new trend of millennials who are attempting to expose older sports, such as
like what?
Like there's this popular TikTok, Instagram page called.
Are they millennials or these
Yeah, I
Gen
was about to
Zers?
say,
Because millennials are like
like
in their
millennials.
late 30s now.
I know it's kind of seems like it's my people. That's why I said millennials, because I kind of feel the same way. But there's this Instagram page called "We Done with the '90s" that essentially goes back to old '90s basketball clips and exposes just how horrible their offense and defense was, and just how much the game.
If you ever watch Magic Johnson dribble, it looked like he couldn't dribble.
Yeah,
or if you look
I
at the
was like,
70s,
watch out. There you go.
70s, like 70s, like yeah.
Yeah, like Kyrie Irving probably is averaging 70 in the 80s.
Yeah, because the ball handling skills now, everybody on the court has to have some ball handling skills. It's not just the point guards.
Like Cole Swider would beat Larry Bird in the shootout.
See, like
What?
these are the things that people are saying nowadays, which is like.
But
I
the
think he
one
actually
thing
made
that's
it, though.
consistent, though, is shooting. Larry Bird would have been a great shooter today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of skill sets that guys had back then, right? So, for example, Charles Barkley was the equivalent to in New Orleans, Zion.
Yeah, but
Same
Zion's
body type or whatever.
way better
It's
athlete.
funny that Charles Barkley talks about him being overweight and not taking care of his body. Please go look at a picture of old Chuck.
But Chuck didn't miss games like him.
No. Chuck, but nobody did. Nobody missed games like that. Nobody was on this plan that we invest a lot of money in you, we're going to sit you. Nobody was on that plan. Nobody was on resting back on back-to-backs. Back then, you played all 82.
How many has Jokic played this year?
Jokic plays all of them.
Does Jokic miss any games?
No.
I know like they rested him a little bit last
Because
year. They
all they
wrapped
got to do is
everything up.
because he got to just walk down.
They play games with horse.
He's missed 2 games, and I mean they come far.
So he's going to play the whole season.
Essentially,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He got to get the MVP just for that.
He's played 69 games this season. Right?
Wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Meanwhile, speaking of the NBA, did you see this? A-Rod, A-Rod's no longer buying the Timberwolves.
No longer buying
what
them?
happened
Well,
with that, dude?
apparently he ran out of deadline to buy the controlling shares of it, and the Timberwolves owner said, "Takes these backsies. Sorry, I'm keeping the Timberwolves." So they put out a press release today, and apparently, I guess A-Rod remains a minority owner, but he doesn't get to get the controlling stake, so he's not the real Timberwolves owner anymore.
You know what it is?
He couldn't get the
that
money.
explains it, dude. That absolutely.
He couldn't raise the
explains
money.
Yeah, I think somebody pulled out.
Yeah,
but he was trying to get this before. He had an extension. They already gave him an extension for that, but that's pretty embarrassing because like wasn't he like getting interviewed for a Timberwolves game this year? Like remember ESPN? There was a whole thing where we were like, "Wow, A-Rod."
Yeah.
Went on vacation. We were all a little stunned how he was looking on ESPN. Thank you, JFig, for our viewing audience. And now he doesn't get the.
He can get all that sun. You can't get no sun, JFig.
You know what? I'm not Dominican.
Wow.
That's what I said, dude. Your last catch him today.
Shots
Whoa.
fired, dude. Shots fired.
I'm out here just trying to do my job, and you got to go throw things at me.
Oh, you over here kiki when they get on me.
Oh,
huh?
But you're like shaming me.
I'm not. I'm shaming you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you can't get no sun.
exactly.
Your lack of melanin.
Oh, I actually just got a statement from A-Rod.
Did you?
My bad.
Okay.
A-Rod said, "We are disappointed. Thought we were getting the team on the cheap skis."
Oh, perfect.
Exact quote.
Is that what he said?
No, he said, "Quote: We're disappointed with Glenn Taylor's public statement today. We have fulfilled our obligations, have all the necessary funding, and are fully committed to our closing of our purchase of the team as soon as the NBA completes its approval process. Glenn Taylor's statement is an unfortunate case of seller's remorse, that this is short-sighted and disruptive to the team and the fans during a historic winning season."
Yeah, I'm seeing that same article actually.
So he's saying the reason why. Hold on. Let's clarify. Correct me if I'm wrong. A-Rod's saying his ducks are in a row. He's just waiting for the approval from Major League Baseball.
From NBA.
Right. Or, I mean, NBA, sorry. And I would say if that was the case and everything was in place and they're waiting for the approval of the NBA, he might have a case. Because the process is slowed up. He was ready to go. And that's the NBA. It's not him.
Wow.
A-Rod. I would say he's saying that.
So you think that,
but he don't have the money because the NBA would say something.
Yeah, like, or are they making it seem like Glenn Taylor's now asking for more money?
Or he's having buyer's remorse. That's what he said.
Seller's remorse.
Maybe he's trying to find a way out because he don't want to sell it, or maybe he's getting more money. You never know. But if it was the case, and what we thought was the case after first seeing this, and it's A-Rod didn't have the resources or everything in place, if what he's saying is true, Major League Baseball might come in and say, no, it's on us. NBA. Why did I keep saying NBA? You think A-Rod will ever own a baseball team?
Oh, he tried to buy the Marlins.
That would be ironic, wouldn't it?
He tried to buy the Marlins.
A-Rod may not have enough, but now someone in contention to purchase the team, Rodrigo.
Take a break. Final hour of the show coming on up. Back after this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Better. Everybody's doing the fish. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's doing the fish. Yeah, yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. We are looking at
We baseballing today.
Yeah, we're live from Lone Depot Park opening day. You can see right now Skip Schumaker is having his press conference. You can tell
In the
because
dugout.
you can see all the reporters around him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we just saw the lady in the tan suit by us, right? JFig? Remember she was walking in front of us.
She got down there fast.
Did?
Yeah, she got down there fast.
Got down there fast. Marlins right now in front of us. I'll flip this around. Get both of us, Leroy. I'll flip this around the field so people can see some baseballing going on right now as the Marlins are getting ready to do some action out there. You can see your fish.
That's just the pitchers.
It looks just like it just looks like the pitchers. Yeah.
And none of them are pitching except the bullpen guys aren't warming up now.
No.
Oh, look.
We're doing a little pigskin toss.
Yeah.
Lefty.
Oh, that dude can't throw.
Well, he's a lefty, you know.
He's not extension. See the guy in the back throws it? Now watch how he short arms it. See what I'm saying? With the flick.
I feel like you should move it more to your left.
What?
No, other way.
That's
other way.
your other left.
You want it more to the left? To what? Show stands?
There you go.
I don't understand.
What am I
The
looking at?
dugout
Here?
so they can see where Skip is.
Oh, so I can't even see Skip, dude.
Yes, he can. He's right there.
Skip. Yell out. Leroy. Yell out. Skip.
Hey, Skip. Hey.
Swing.
Hey.
Oh, we could go major league. Wow thing.
You make my butt sting.
Wow.
You rotten mugs.
You guys are doing great. Interrupting
This is good.
interview.
I can't wait to hear this in the background of Skip Schumaker's press
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi again, everybody. Tobin Horn here alongside my partner, Leroy Horde, as we get ready for another opening day here at Lone Depot Park. Skip Schumaker taking this team under the helm after a postseason berth last season, Leroy.
This should tie me over till I get home.
The popcorn?
Yeah.
Nice.
Although
there's nothing happier. There's nothing that makes me happier, Marcos, than during a show because, like, I would say Leroy's been thinking about food since
If you saw the smile on this man's face when he saw the popcorn.
And look, the way they had it in line, they made it seem like the $13 was you're going to have to pay to get that popcorn, but I just took it.
Leroy, give me a weather update from the Demesman and Dover law firm.
I'm gonna tell you.
accidentattorneys.com, free consultations.
I'm gonna tell you how good I am.
20. Can I finish the liner?
Go ahead, man.
It's their sponsorship. You keep saying, can I tell you? They want, but it's brought to you by Demesman and Dover. Your accidentattorneys.com, free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
You want a weather update or you want to read your line?
I have to read the line. That's why we do the weather update.
I'm kidding.
I just want to know the weather willy-nilly.
All right. So I knew that I was going to be
8 years of doing a show together.
I knew I was going to. Been a while since we had a couple of lines. Get new to this. So, it's been a couple of hours and it's been a while, but I knew I was going to be indoors. So I did some pre-show prep.
So you're cheating.
So no. Here's the deal.
You're cheating.
It's mostly cloudy, right? That much I know.
Mm-hmm.
Temperatures are going to be in the low 80s. That much I know.
Okay.
And the planes, as I was coming east, were into my face. So I'm guessing the winds are out of the east.
How do you do, Marcos?
It is currently 84 degrees. It is going to be cooling down these next couple days. You can expect a low of 63 tonight. The winds pretty high up there between 15 and 25 miles per hour. Currently 20 miles per hour out of the west northwest.
No,
all
right.
right.
Changed.
I see Sandman
Also,
out
there
there.
was 2 birds flying around here.
2 birds inside the stadium?
There was.
Yep.
Damn,
Did
yeah, that
you?
makes sense.
I see you put your popcorn down when you saw him.
Okay.
That's why there was 2 birds.
I see Sixto
No longer.
Sanchez out there.
What do you do? You got binoculars?
Yeah, I'm using my camera.
Oh, nice.
I see Sandman.
This is stalker behavior.
This is how we get pictures of Kyle Lowry in between the cheerleaders.
Well, he could hide it from the upper deck.
I can.
Nice.
Again, it's got a good zoom on it.
Pretty
Especially
good.
just for this like this thing.
Take a picture of Skip.
I can't. He's surrounded, JFig.
How dare he?
Is he
But
the
those lens
first?
were good.
Is he the first manager that's all tatted up?
Wait, what was your retort to that?
But your lens are awesome.
I could see literally everybody surrounding him. He's under a roof.
You can't see through
You
people.
can get it.
It's not an X-ray vision. It's not a superhero binocular.
Yeah, you got to give it a shot.
You're lashing out today. You realize that?
Me?
You ever realize that when she's out in the field, she becomes mashed potatoes?
I think it has to do with the whole 10 o'clock start thing.
I think it is too.
When
yeah.
she comes on time.
Okay,
You know?
-1.
She's usually used to some bullpen work. Give her a couple innings.
Yeah.
But now you need to have JFig pitch
Some long toss.
Yeah, you know.
Rough. Tough crowd.
Oh man.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if that's real grass or fake grass, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's
Steven
real.
Ross. It'd be real.
Probably buy it from Steve.
Well, he
Ross.
he grows his own grass.
Got a farm.
How much
In
grass?
some
did he eat?
places that's illegal.
How do they get that stripe though? You see how it's like a dark green?
They just cut the grass.
Yeah, it's crisscross. Every landscaper knows that, dude.
Yeah, but these are like different sizes, right? This is like, you know.
They're the same size.
They're all the same.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well,
I know it looks like
It's called distance.
I know to you it looks all just like one giant lily pad.
Okay.
They use a different mower for the infield as they do the outfield. So the outfield is a bigger mower. The inside is a push mower in the infield. So that's why those lines are smaller.
And serrated blades.
But
wow, look at that.
Dude, I'm going to punch you.
Look
pretty close.
at
So
that,
serrated blade.
You're pretty close.
Who do you think is the most meticulous when it comes to their grass? Like what major sport?
Well, definitely not the NFL. They don't give a rat's ass.
They don't even use grass.
What is this guy? He tore his Achilles again. That's cool. Just put some rubber tires in there. We're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Leroy played on concrete.
Metal spikes.
Yeah. I played on painted green dirt.
Damn.
Remember, there was a bunch of facilities that had baseball fields.
Yeah.
And so as you cross second base, that was actually the 35-yard line. I would say baseball because they want their grass to look the best. I mean, there's something about looking at baseball or looking at a field from whatever angle and just seeing a nice mown grass.
Also, don't they have like a tarp team anytime it rains?
Yeah.
Like I don't see that in the NFL. Or
Well, they don't have a tarp here.
They cover it up. Listen, if it rains before the game, like if it's bad weather up into that game, they do cover it up with a tarp. But they don't cover it up if it starts raining during the game.
The correct answer though was wherever the hell Russell Wilson was practicing. They care.
That's the
most
greatest
about-
grass I've ever seen.
That was so amazing.
I was like,
And his workout must have been pretty impressive if you were concentrating on the grass.
really good. Not serrated blades for sure.
Dude,
I don't even know that.
dude,
I really don't even know.
he doesn't know what a serrated blade is.
no, you don't know what a serrated blade
Yes,
is.
I
That's
do.
why you're gonna embarrass.
It's the one with the little things on it.
All right. So you agree with me?
You cut paper with that.
No.
You cut paper when you want to make the little designs on the
Have you ever
outside.
used a paper cutter?
You don't cut grass.
No,
What?
that's ridiculous. How do you think they get the designs in and out?
What do you mean?
Well, like, so for example, you remember like back in the day, you used to get like the actual like team in the grass, serrated blades.
No, that's not how they did it.
That is how they did it.
No, it's not.
Okay, dude.
No, it's
You're a groundskeeper.
Well,
You
you
know.
guys are
You're a groundskeeper?
Oh, I do more groundskeeping than you do.
No, you don't.
He grew up on a farm.
Allegedly.
No, it's not
Allegedly.
allegedly.
It's allegedly.
It's not allegedly. The only thing that's not alleged
Allegedly.
here is you growing up in a pond.
Oh, okay. Well, now we're lashing out at me. Now all of a sudden I'm taking heat.
Whatever you say, Skip Shoe Frogger.
You know what? You're lashing out.
Yeah.
I'm not lashing out. If anybody's
you're
lashing out
lashing
today,
out,
it's
I think
you.
you're lashing
No,
out. This
lashing
is a
out.
whole opening day thing for you.
I don't see any serrated blades anywhere, dude.
Well, they're not out here anymore.
This guy's in a tractor. Oh no, I'm on YouTube.
Do they have to put the M there?
What?
To let everybody know it's Marlins?
Yes.
What M?
The M's next to the batter's box and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why-
Do they change it to a P when?
No, it's ridiculous. It's the home team's design.
Okay.
Why do you say things that are silly?
I do a show with you.
That's true.
Take a break. Back after this.
WQA
and slip of the curl. This is Mr. Cat and Sugar Ray riding through. When me I tell a man she have me intoxicated, but her love high man like a genie on a car with a fly. So me I say,
Boldest League is coming back to Miami from Friday, April 5th to Sunday, April 7th. And now's your chance to be there. Catch Live Golf at Doral Blue Monster and see John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, and Dustin Johnson take on one of the world's most fearsome golf courses. With live DJs and a euphoric headline concert, tickets are selling fast, so grab yours now at livegolf.com. That's livegolf.com.
Live. We are here at Lone Depot Park.
It's starting to.
Action is picking up.
Well, we got people. Look, we sat here for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we beat the popcorn here.
Yep.
Right now, there's actually some warm up going. Guys
People
warming
getting
up.
loose.
We saw some long toss.
Yep. I saw Skip Schumaker standing by third base right now.
Yep.
You know it's Skip Schumaker because he's one of
High
the few
socks.
ones with the high socks.
Who's the other one with the bat? They got the high socks.
That might be Jake Berger. I don't know.
No pitchers. Oh, two pitchers got high socks. One's got medium socks.
Yeah.
Would you be? You can't be a high sock guy.
I was a high sock guy.
You was a high sock.
I was a
guy?
high sock guy. Loved high socks.
I damn near had my socks tucked. I mean, my pants tucked in my shoes.
Anything Juan Pierre did, I did, except run.
Okay.
Point for
Hey, that's, you know what? I can honestly say that was my first reality, right? Because I remember when I was a kid, I was like, ooh, I want to be Gale Sayers. I want to be O.J. Simpson, right? All these fast, free-flowing runners. And then by the time I got to high school, I'm like, you ain't that guy. Right? It's so disappointing that your hopes and dreams are based on a body type you don't have.
Yeesh. It's it's a very exciting day. First of a 4-game set for your Miami Marlins getting going today. 4:10 is your first pitch.
Can I tell you? They throw some heat playing just catch.
Getting that arm loose, dude.
For what?
I don't know. Not all these guys are pitching today. A lot of these guys are just, getting a little loose. You want to get those? Everybody wants to get those opening day vibes.
You think you got to throw every day if you're a pitcher? Because I know they have a extensive routine.
I don't know. I don't know if it's an everyday thing, or I think it's most days, but I don't know if it's every day. If you're a starter,
right?
If you're a bullpen guy, yeah, I think you throw every day, or at least maybe unless you're like work to the bone.
I don't understand how a guy, and I've always wondered about this in baseball, right? A guy throws an inning the night before.
Ooh, is that a purple glove?
And then throws an inning the next night. And then that third night, they go, oh, you don't want to use him 3 nights in a row. Why? They pitch every day.
I don't know. Well, I think they always say too, like this is a baseball, they talk about stress innings, like the throwing that you do in a workout's not necessarily like, under the strain.
Aren't the
of a
great
real
ones
game.
the ones that are able to take the task at hand and simplify it?
I guess. I'm not disagreeing with you. These are just what the baseball people, I think, have told us.
Baseball people have said a lot of things.
Because that was my argument last year with Uri.
No!
It was.
He's a young pitcher. It's
So
different.
what? That's more bullets in the chamber. But now I need him to be a hand peer because I need these blisters to stop.
Can't just keep accusing people of that, dude.
By the way,
Somebody said, have you ever peed on your hand? I said, not on purpose.
You know what I don't like about the urinals here?
Okay.
No tops.
No tops.
No tops.
What do you mean no tops?
If you go into the men's room, no tops. It's almost like you're
What do you
one
mean
step
no
away.
top?
I'm gonna dude. So you know how a urinal? We all know what a urinal
it's
is,
just
right?
in the wall like a toilet, like a bowl.
Yeah, I don't like
No,
that.
I hated the one we had at work. The new place, because one of them I have to damn near take a knee or you get splashback.
That's another thing. They got a really really tiny one that's like, and like
Get your aim better.
You're one step away from a trough.
Get your aim better.
I love how it's come down to this.
A latrine.
A latrine.
You'd even know.
We know what a latrine is.
When's the last time you peed in a trough, Marcos?
Baseball game. Football game. Every football game.
Last place that I remember had a trough was Murphy's Law at the Hard Rock.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was intangibles.
Yeah.
Trough, dude, this is gross. I had to look.
You never peed in a trough?
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, dude. They got one here. It's
I
like,
also listen.
I don't like this. Is there no
I
separation?
try to avoid any human to human contact in a place where I have to hold my breath to start off with. Public bathrooms like that, you're not going into the best of smells.
oh, here we go. We got action, everybody. Batting practice is about to begin.
Ooh.
I'll flip it around. Leroy. Yep. There we go. We got everybody situated there.
Little BP. What's that blue stuff? I'm sorry if I'm stupid.
Those are called seats.
Or
no,
call what?
You know, dude.
No, the blue stuff on the field. They don't want to mess up the grass right in front
Oh,
for
yeah.
reasons I can't explain. It's grass.
Only that grass.
I thought that was for television.
What?
I don't know.
What? The blue stuff?
Yeah.
No, it's to protect the field.
Huh.
You also look.
Why only
They don't
there,
bat in the
though?
real batter's box.
No, they don't want to mess up the dirt. You know,
Not like you can just put some more dirt down.
You know, this is why you like Skip Schumaker. You know, he doesn't have some coach out there hitting grounders.
Oh,
he's right there, hand in the dirt, hitting grounders to people himself. That's a real skipper right there. You know,
There's also everybody's got to do something.
well, does he? I mean, they got like 9 coaches.
Right.
You could probably have your first base coach hit the grounders, but not Skip Schumaker. This is
But there's
why.
2 people hitting
Oh,
balls.
of course, he's a lefty, so you got the lefty. You got
No,
this
that's
side.
not why.
No, that's why.
No, it's because oh my God,
You want that fungo pole, you know?
What?
Please stop. I like the fungo pull you.
There's a real art to the fungo bat.
Really?
There is.
What is this?
Because it's a very skinny, very small barrel for the fungo. Now that's for the pop fly. You can hit a mean pop fly with a fungo.
I can lie to you. I didn't even know what a fungo bat was till you just mentioned it right now.
It's a little skinny bat.
It's a little skinny. You know, your whole purpose of it is, you know, it's not meant for hitting, Marcos.
I'll
It's
tell you
meant
what,
for practicing fielding.
This is artwork right here, the way they do
Fungo.
this, right?
Oh yeah,
That's nice.
it's a beautiful dance.
Beautiful game.
You think you can make it to first base accurately?
With what?
The ball.
Like throwing?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, from where though? Pitcher mound?
Third base.
From third base? No way.
Yeah, I'm not worried
dude.
about that.
On a rope? No way.
I'm not worried about that.
Dude.
It's not that far.
Can we try
No
this?
way, dude. No, we gotta
You
try
want
this. We
you want me
have
to go to third base?
Yeah.
And we catch a ground ball and throw somebody out?
We can
you
go
don't
do
even
that
have to
next
catch
week.
it.
All right.
You go to Davie High School if you want. I'll do the show from Leroy's Casa.
I'll get my
Yeah.
glove.
All right. Hey, hold on. Are we putting together a combine? I like this.
I mean, like, you know, I thought you were gonna give me a challenge. Like, you wanted me to, like, you know, squat and like throw to second base or something like that.
What? Oh, you mean
know?
from like
You can do
catcher?
that too.
From the catching position.
Wow. No, I really
Throw
think
to
it's
first base?
harder
That's
than
insulting what you just said to
Well,
me.
when's the last
What?
time you've done that though? For real? When's the last time you've done like because you know the NBA 3-point?
Probably when I was 18.
All right, so 24 years ago, there's no way you're gonna be able to do that again.
To throw to third base?
I just called him 42.
Ethan says that you squatting in general would be a challenge.
Oh, okay.
And that I'm more honestly, I'm more worried about that than the throwing.
I don't
Can
think
we
you do
say
it.
dartboard of doom?
What is the dartboard of doom for what?
Oh, this is fun.
I don't know. I just want to see.
Also, you guys still
Baseball
haven't paid
being
your last
played.
bets.
Yeah.
No one has done their dunk.
Go to this
or-
routine. Go through this little
Marcos.
routine.
You want me to just throw it around the horn?
Yeah,
Just have a little workout.
I'd love to. It sounds fun.
I don't think you can do it, dude.
You-
I think
like you
wild
always
pitches.
say that, dude.
Should I start a lava baseball
I'm
team?
very aware of what I can do. I'm not one of these people who
Yeah.
like claims I'm a great athlete, but
We'll
I know what
start next week.
I know what I can do and not do. Like if you said, "Hey, could you,
I'll be coach.
you know, could you go and throw and hit the cutoff man and throw from home?" I'm like, I'm not doing something ridiculous. I'm throwing to first base.
From third though. It's far.
There's
dude.
people who can't throw from home plate to from the mound to home plate.
That's true.
Okay.
Those
Yeah,
people are
you see.
idiots.
Oh, okay.
Some of your best athletes in the world couldn't do it.
Yeah, but that's like if you never did it, I understand. Like
you're funny. He like
I'm not saying I'm Mike Lowell. I'm just you asking. You didn't say can you throw it hard? Can you get it over
you're
the
not.
first
I'm
base?
talking about throwing and getting somebody out.
I mean, who? Jake Berger?
Average
Probably.
person.
Could I throw Jake Berger? Yes. Juan Pierre? No.
I'm talking about catching it.
No.
Now
Now
getting up and throwing it, not taking your sweet time and just doing long.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm a bit of a blur. I don't know if you can get me.
Listen, not for nothing.
You're a blur, all right.
I like to challenge that theory.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, let's
when
see.
Can we schedule
I'll
this?
go from Leroy. You got to hit the ball to Tobin at third.
Stunt Steve says definitely one hopping to first. I really don't think
One
so.
hopping for sure.
Dude,
one hopping.
What is
I'm
wrong with
familiar
you?
with the hop.
You guys
You are one
nuts.
hopping it, dude.
So we're gonna have like just the average runner.
Yeah.
When the ball's hit, run.
You're adding stipulations now. Now
No, because I want you to take your time. Yes.
Out,
I want you to get it over there in a timely manner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want you to pat the ball and warm up. We're trying to get somebody out.
Okay.
It's a wild throw, I can tell.
No, then I can't do it. I guess. What
Oh!
do we do? Like now I have to get some those. But this is the thing. Like here's his thing. When he sees I'm a little too confident,
No,
then
it's
he
not
adds
that.
stipulations. Like
No,
well, not only that. No,
the whole thing
no,
was.
Hold on. Your whole thing was, could you make the throw from third to first? Now you're like, yeah, but
I didn't like them, not like you.
But could you get somebody else? Like, hey, do you want me to be Brooks Robinson or do you want me to just be Tobes throwing the ball?
I want you to be Tobes throwing the ball, but I don't
Fine, if
want you
Marcos is
to
the
wind up
runner.
17 times
do
to
it.
throw it. I want you to do it in the time
Easily.
that catch the ball,
Easily.
throw him out.
Easy.
That's
Throw
what I
Marcos-
want.
Throw
Mutual.
Marcos out?
Yeah.
I'll
Throw me out, dude. All right, this is the goal. Leroy, you
Can
hit
he
the ball
dive
to
and stick
third.
his tongue out? Does
Please.
that count?
I have to be able to dive. I can
And
dive into that.
Let me tell you something. It's more likely he doesn't make it to first base than me and my throw not making it to first base.
Oh,
Mr.
way.
Lava?
Wild pitch, I can tell. It's going to be wild.
We see your hops.
Wait, how far is first base? How long is that? Right?
90 feet.
Jesus.
30 yards.
I'm telling you right now,
Marcos
it's
is
more
sweating.
likely he pulls a hammy than it is me not getting it to first base.
Even at Davie High School, it's 90 feet? You say 90. You didn't say 90
90
yards.
feet.
90
We're going to go to a local high school. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we got this. But again, it has to be real gameplay
Can
situation.
we go to Barry?
You need to be at third.
We probably
Leroy,
could go to Barry, actually. If
Get
you
the
want
ball over there. Come on, let's set this up.
All right. You
Set it up.
Because
Set it up.
Set
school
it
is still
up.
in when we get off work.
Set it up.
Doesn't matter. It's college.
A high school, I'm saying.
So essentially,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
They ain't gonna just
No,
let us go.
Barry would love to do
That's
it.
why
Okay.
Barry.
30-yard
All right.
dash. Is that a 30-yard
Just let me know when I
dash?
got to bring my spikes and my shoes.
You're going to run?
You're running?
No, I'm going to make the same throw.
Oh,
Oh.
see, this is what he wants to do. He
look
really
at
wants to
that.
outgun me.
Yep.
I never said that I was a better
Look
athlete
at
than you.
I didn't say that.
dude.
In fact, you asked me today, you're like, who's more likely to hit a home run? You or me? I said, you, but I
Yeah.
know in 3 swings you're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I am not seeing you. You're going to bed and like, what? You're gonna have to have recovery after that.
I am the same guy who
Pulled a hamstring.
pulled
on
a
the
hamstring on the balloon toss.
Tobin, you think you think you could get to first base? Now, do you think you could do it with a snake pit over at third base? Like, it's always the snake. There's always an added element to your game.
No, it's not.
All
Can we
right.
do it with the snake pit?
A man who has made plenty of throws over to first base before he was a great running back, Ricky Williams. He's next.
This
Welcome back, everybody. Very excited to talk to our next guest. Always a thrill when we get to talk to the great Ricky Williams, and he spent some time with us. Ricky, thanks for hopping on again. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So can you explain what Heisman is getting into, this psilocybin space? You're taking people on journeys. Explain this, Ricky. You guys are going into a new avenue here?
It might seem new, but as the world changes, it's not so new. You know, the term that people use, and I like this term, is plant medicine. You know, and so it started with me, and it's a unlikely path. It started with me with cannabis, and everyone knows I got into a whole lot of trouble. But when I got into trouble and I had some time off, I started traveling around the world and studying these things, because I was like, if I'm going to get in trouble for it, I better at least understand what I'm getting in trouble for. It really is just an extension of my path, and realizing that it helped me so much that I'm in a position to help other people on a similar path. And it's not for everyone, you know, it's not for everyone, but a lot of us, we feel something deeply missing in our lives, and we can't seem to find it anywhere in the external world. And plant medicine can help us find these things inside.
Yeah, so explain, because for a novice like myself, going on a psychedelic journey, which, like, it sounds very interesting. What like how is it different? Like, what have you noticed that you get out of this as opposed to cannabis or with cannabis?
Yeah, the great question. So you know, you can think of it as intensity, you know, and for me, cannabis is like a daily vitamin, you know. And what's becoming popular now in psilocybin, what they call is microdosing, which is they're taking the dosage way down, and they're turning it more into a daily vitamin. And so the sessions that we'll be offering are different levels. There's the microdose for someone who just wants to take the edge off, you know? And it's like if you've ever been with your partner, you know, you're having like a tense conversation and you're already on edge a little bit, you just get defensive and it doesn't go anywhere. But maybe if you guys have had a glass of wine, you know, your guard comes down a little bit and it's easier to have that conversation. Right? Just turn up the intensity so you can get to more things if you're more at ease and you're not so defensive, and you can have a different perspective about different things that have happened in your life or different things that you've experienced, because your guard is down and your mind is a little bit more open. And that's where I come in. You know, it's one of the things that I've been studying for 20 years is astrology. And astrology and psychedelics, they have a lot in common. They both, so the word psychedelic, it means soul revealing. Right. And the point of looking at someone's astrology chart is to understand what makes them tick or what's inside of them. And so I'll have someone's chart, and, you know, however intense they want to go in the journey, I'll sit with them and it'll help facilitate the conversation. And if someone just wants to sit there quietly the whole time, that's fine too. So it's really about taking the progressive laws in the state of Oregon, which now allows for legal therapeutic psilocybin sessions, and bringing my expertise together and really creating a space for people to come and feel safe to do this kind of work.
So we've heard, like, and I'm not abreast to a lot of the stuff you're talking to, but I do get where you're coming from. Does this have a same type of, you know, mindset as, say, when Aaron Rodgers said, I went and did ayahuasca? Because it's amazing. It's amazing that 15 years ago you said the same damn thing, and now we're looking at him like, oh, he's cool, he's hip, he's this.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, times have changed. Times have changed. And out in the world right now, the big craze is not even cannabis anymore, right? That's kind of in the background, but it's more the general conversation. I think cannabis opened the door to this conversation, but it's more the general conversation about plant medicine. And again, it's not all plants, but it's just a typical term for psychedelics, you know, and realizing that a lot of the Western medical model of pharmaceuticals, it works for some people, but for a lot of people, most people, it just makes them worse. And so it's really, even cannabis, right? The real drive in this direction has really been a push towards health and wellness. Right. And I think that's what's helped people kind of get rid of the stigma of the substance of abuse side of the story.
Ricky, we're going out to opening day this week. You like Leroy, drafted in baseball. Did you play a little minor league baseball? I don't remember if you ended up going that path or not. But how much? If so, how much did you ever think about the path of not taking baseball? You obviously both you and Leo are very good, but talented in multiple sports. Did you ever think about the what if of going the whole way with baseball?
All the time. So, I grew up in San Diego. I was a huge Padres fan, huge Tony Gwynn fan, and I was 7. It's a true story. 7 years old, sitting in my room, listening to the Padres on the radio. So I was a baseball guy,
man.
And I thought that when I was 7, I thought I was going to be a professional baseball player. And so I had that idea until I started playing minor league baseball. And then,
wait, can I tell you what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Right?
Yeah,
you ready?
Yeah, please.
You're like, man, this could take forever. Right? It don't matter how good you are. At least I know with football, I'm gonna know right away.
Is 100% is going to take forever and playing every day. Okay. And again, for some people, they love it. I played with Jimmy Rollins in the minors. So I played 4 summers in the minors. I played with Jimmy Rollins in the minors. And playing with Jimmy, that's how I knew I wasn't a baseball player. Because when I was in Little League, we only played twice a week. I couldn't wait. I wake up on Saturday morning, first thing in the morning, I have my cleats on, have my glove. Couldn't wait to go to the park. Even in high school, played 3 times a week. I loved it. I got to the minors, and you play every day. Man, I got to the point where I would walk into the clubhouse and I look at the start of the lineup and hope I wasn't on the lineup that day. And so I'm the kind of person, I need days off. I do things so intensely is I need days off to recover, and then I can give you everything. But this everyday kind of grind, I'm too streaky for it. Like I got red hot one summer, and then I went 0 for July. And it was, brutal.
Can I tell you, is it hard to explain to people that we played in the only 100% sport, so that you watch film, if you graded out at 80 to low 90s, your coach was giving you the side eye. Whereas if a baseball or a basketball player was at 35, 40%, they were on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And just the whole attitude of how you went about things. So was it harder to deal with when you went 0 for July because you had played football, and football is a perfect sport?
Yeah, it was brutal. Going back and forth. Again, if I was just in one, I think if I was only focused on baseball, I think I would have stayed at that speed. But literally, I would leave spring practice. We finished the semester. I'd drive to Clearwater, Florida. I would do like 3 weeks to get in baseball shape, and then they would send me to whatever season was already in process. And then as soon as the season was over, I go back to Austin. I'd have like a week off, and then football training camp started. So I literally was going back and forth, back and forth. It was great because I got to miss, off-season training in Austin, and I came back in like great shape for football season.
One of the big things this week, Ricky, they banned the hip drop tackle in the NFL. They're trying to make things safer. What was your reaction? A lot of the defenders obviously pissed online about it because they say, "Oh, just put the flags on them already." What do you make about them changing the rules again to try and keep injuries as rare as possible?
That's the play that knocked Tua out, right?
It's similar, yeah. He kind of got dragged and thrown suplex a couple times.
Yes,
it happened to him a couple times when he got carted off, and then against Green Bay when nobody knew that he was concussed till after.
Yeah, I get it, but to me that falls on the referees to blow the whistle,
right?
Because so much of the game. I understand they're trying to make it safer, but so much of the game is instinctive. And when you get guys not being instinctive because they don't want to get a penalty, then I think you're gonna lose something valuable.
But here it is, Ricky. That's basically a horse collar tackle, but you're just tackling somewhere else. So instead of grabbing them by the collar, you're grabbing the shoulder pads, and it's still the same concept. And I don't know why, everybody's flipping out on it. You can still tackle from behind, just don't do us like cattle.
Yeah.
Right. And for them, because guess what? Think about this. The thing I look forward to, because I got hit on every play. So did you. Even that little chip, a little bump, somebody trying to intimidate you on every play.
Yeah.
So guess what? When a pass was being thrown and you were just lollygagging around and running around, I would use that opportunity to get some get back.
Yeah.
That's a penalty. That's the only opportunity I have to hit somebody.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take that out, and I get it, and I understand it. We can't hit them low. We can't cut block you because you're not paying attention, right? So why wouldn't they try to take any part of the horse collar out? You can tackle somebody from behind without dragging them down like cattle. Stop acting ridiculous like, oh my goodness, no, we can't tackle them. Well, we can't touch y'all, and they run around. Look, they don't even have to wear pads because they don't have to worry about getting hit.
Yeah. So, there's some parts of the game I look at and I'm like, man, I'd love to play. But some parts of the game, I'd be like, I couldn't do it. I would get flagged a lot. When I played, I got flagged a lot because, like you said, those opportunities for get back. I was looking for them.
People don't see. People don't realize that. You know what? That's your only opportunity to get some payback, right? Or when there's an interception and you chasing the play and somebody turn around and knock you. Yeah, so if you're gonna take that out, right? Take it out all the way, and they did that. But to still see people getting hurt the same way, and then to say, we family or whatever, like you can't get hit like that. A defender can't get hit like that, get drug up and have your knees snap because somebody put all their weight on your back. So I don't know what the big deal. You can still tackle. They just whining.
Yeah. I don't know though. The weapon I had in my back pocket was the cup block. What?
Yes.
Oh, what? I'm telling you, I get cussed out so many times.
What about
knees in my back?
Hey, was the worst drill in camp? Was one-on-one blocking drill because all you was get bull rush.
It's not fair. Yes, right. I hated that drill.
They never have to worry about getting cut, so they would just bull rush you. And the smallest one was 250.
Yeah,
and your coach yelling at you, fight! I'm like, he's bigger.
Yeah, that's the drill where you see who's gonna stick around in the running back room and who's not gonna be around.
Ricky, a couple more before we get you out of here. Mention the Dolphins. You were a part of a Dolphins team that just never kind of lived up to the expectations. Everybody was, you guys had a couple Super Bowl predictions and didn't quite get there. I don't know what you the Dolphins this era right now, they're improving, but they kind of fell flat again. There's still no playoff wins in 24 years. From the outside looking in, what do you think the fans' patience level should be right now with this era of Mike McDaniel and Tua and Tyreek Hill? You think that this can be a team that gets even further over the hump?
Here's my theory about it, okay? Because I was on those, like you said, those Dolphin teams, and I think at the end of the season, regardless of what the record is, the big question is, do we still want to keep fighting with each other? Do we still want to stay here and keep on going? And I think that's something that you have to train. So the 1 year I was in Baltimore, there was not any doubt in anyone's mind that we were going to the playoffs. We were talking about how are we going to get past the Patriots. Right? We were talking about that week one, and we didn't mean it in the season. We made it in the playoffs. So there's the teams that spite, they'll have a really good year and they'll go far in the playoffs, and there's all these expectations. But it's really a mentality, and I think that the Dolphins are taking steps to get there, and I think this year is gonna be the year. Because to me, it almost felt like they were so happy to have gotten to the playoffs and put up big numbers and perform so well that they didn't have that hunger or that gas in the tank to go to the next level. But once you've been there and you see, okay, we can do this, right? And you start to think, now you're thinking not let's get to the playoffs, but okay, right? How far in the playoffs can we go? I think it requires that shift in mentality, and we'll see in the first 4 weeks if the Dolphins have made that shift.
Isn't it weird that, so this is on basically what you're talking about. If you're going to be a championship contender, you have to learn how to train your body for 20 weeks of football and not just 17. And there's so many teams that train for 17 weeks. Like you said, you were talking about getting past the Patriots in week one. So your preparation during the course of the season was for that. Either your game planning, your conditioning, how you go about doing things or whatever. When you're new to it, you balling out for them 17 weeks because you ain't been there. And then the old veteran team that been sitting back come in and you know you better than them, but you just have nothing.
That's real. Yeah. And also when you're only thinking 17 weeks, by the time you get to like 15, you're just thinking, I can't wait. I can't wait to go home.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go home.
Ricky, we appreciate the time, man. Thank you always for being generous with your time with us, and best of luck with your project with Heisman and the silo sessions going on. If you guys want to book a session with Ricky, silosesh.com is where you can do it. Anything else you want to let people know about it, Ricky?
Yeah, check out the website. We got a bunch of information. And it's just cool, right? And even if it's not you, but you know someone who's into this kind of stuff, pass it on, because this is the new wave and we're getting started early.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, see you guys.